We live and direct, Mr. Ed. Yes, original beats by Jay. Great job, Jay.
Thank you.
Jay's like the Dr. Dre of Downey.
Yes.
Or fucking Pico Rivera.
Yes.
Or somewhere random.
He's
Who
like
knows?
Dr. Ray.
And the Dr. Ray. You get to all the fentanyl shots you can handle. So, welcome everybody to Two Nobodies with the mic, episode 13. We have a couple new different things. We're slowly but surely we're turning this into a real production. But let's give our introductions. To my right-hand man, the guru, Rafa's in the house.
What's up, what's up?
And then I have our social media director, Jay Bird's also in the house. And we have our guy, Eddie Money, our producer.
Yo.
Thank you guys all for showing up. And welcome everybody to episode 13. 13, a lot of famous 13s. A-Rod, Dan Marino.
The best 13.
Dan Marino,
Dan
best,
Marino.
yes.
Zach Herrera?
Zach wore number 13.
He did.
Really?
Wow, what a guy. OBJ, 13. Any other good 13s?
Will Chamberlain?
Will Chamberlain. No, was he 13?
On the Lakers, he might have been 13.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You guys are Laker fans, but I'm going to throw that out there.
13 episodes.
Fucking gonna throw it
Listen,
out there.
they said we would never do it.
We're doing it.
We would
Nobody
never get
watches, but we're doing it.
That's okay. That's okay. I do. As soon as this is over, I get on the TV and I watch the whole thing over again.
Every night.
Every
Fuck
night.
it.
Watching film.
Yes.
It's like watching
Yes,
film.
breaking down.
Man, I could have done this
Yes.
a little better. He starts doing this.
Yes.
He's-
You
He has
see
a laser pointer.
You see this? You see this? I didn't lift. But anyways, let's go over some housekeeping. We always like to say that we are the gambling show of record. We do not hide from gambling. We run to gambling. And like we also like to say, don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser. Don't lose all your money.
Don't lose all your money. Listen, you guys made it through Christmas and New Year's. Happy New Year's, everyone. Don't lose all your money. You're going to lose bets. We all know that. But play what you can afford. That being said, Rafa's going to give you some amazing picks. And do what you will with those suckers. Christmas bonus money, right? Yes, your Christmas bonus money. That gift card that you got, you could use it on Bovada, maybe. DraftKings.
Now, because of you, now people are going to be selling at the corner. Here, I got 100, but I'll take 90 cash
Yes.
for Bovada.
Now, the other thing I want to go over is our 5K March Madness giveaway, right? And you guys need to share and tell everyone because we're not going to give that money unless we hit our goals. And our goals are 1,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yep.
And 10,000 Instagram followers.
Yeah.
That's easy money. I mean, Jay Bird's here entertaining you half the day.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know if he works.
more
to be
than
honest with you. I don't even know if he has an actual job.
Yes. I just think he likes making fun of me in my head.
He does. He does.
Yes.
It's all about you, Eddie.
It's
all about you.
It's all about me. Listen, that's what I always said that as a kid. Like, Mom, why is that moon following me? I mean, I'm telling you, this is all about me. It's my world. You guys are all just living in it. So let's get into business. We always like to go over the mush, which we like to call it. And how did we do, Rafa?
Oh, last week we did pretty good. 4-2.
4-2.
We had that prop in there. We're throwing props out the window.
But
But the Lions game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this Lions game. 38-10. 38-10 with 8.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
yes.
Odie and I were watching this game. We couldn't even believe it. Yeah, it was horrible. 24 minutes almost
24
of actual
minutes.
gameplay.
Yes.
And nobody could score a touchdown.
Crazy.
Brutal. It was
Crazy.
brutal. It was close, but not close.
But you went 4-2 in blue chips, but you gave a bunch of gems that
I
you
think
did
you
it.
swept college football.
Oh yeah, no,
Yes.
yeah. If you listen to our college segment, we swept it.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
spot on.
Great games, by the way.
They were very entertaining. Awesome
Great
game.
games. Like we said they would be. So 4-2. I hope you guys made some money. I know Rafa did.
I know a couple other guys who did.
Because he bought me 2 bottles of 1 liter Camus. Shout out to Camus, by the way. This right here. We need to start tagging Camus and Silver Oak because this is the king of kings. If Budweiser's the king of beers, Camus is the king of Napa Valley. I don't care what you say. It's just amazing stuff. And we've almost finished this bottle.
Yeah.
And
well,
the
there's two more
Yeah,
over there.
there's 2 more over there. That's why I know Rafa had a good week.
Plus, there's a couple more in the car. So don't you drink away. Edward.
Yes,
Tomorrow's Saturday.
yes. So, let's give a shout out to our sign and our sponsors, everybody. Listen, I told you, custom cars. Now I don't have to explain it. It's right there. Custom with the K, carswiththez.com. Go visit the site. Let them know that 2 Nobodies with the mic sent you, and you're going to get a great deal. I don't want to say how much off because that's up to the man, right?
$1,000 off.
$1,000 off. Yee.
He said it.
And then this other business that's supporting us, that's happening right now. People are getting eyelashes on their face as we speak. Yes.
On their face.
On their face.
On their actual cheeks.
Any
Yes,
part of
right
their
right
face.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing
He
it.
specializes in
If
face.
you want to look
You
like,
want nose lashes? They're doing it.
yes, cantiflas. She can do cantiflas right here. We can do everything. But pretty eyes, lashes. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you so much to our sponsors. They pay our bills. So
Already got some comments about everyone likes the banner so far.
everyone loves the banner.
Very nice, Edward.
Very nice.
Wonderful idea, sir.
Yes, very nice, very nice. So now, you went over that game. Any other games that you went into last
No,
week?
everything. The Raiders, baby.
The Raiders.
Listen, all the haters. Show them the jersey, Ed.
show-
Like
yeah.
the jersey.
That's a Stidham jersey.
Stud him.
Stud
Stud
ham.
Stud him.
So another reason I know Rafa did well, he had this ship directly. His oldest daughter is here, Jocelyn.
Shout out to Joel,
Yes,
her boyfriend.
who went to Vegas.
He lives in Vegas.
Yes, went to the stadium. They ran out of sizes. They only had the triple X. So, I usually wear a medium.
I knew it.
I don't know why you guys think that's so funny. I usually go schmedium.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
Baby gap.
yeah, so if I look a little big, it's because Joel could only get me a triple X.
No, we put him on hold. He went and picked him up. He went in an Eagles jersey, or his dad went in an Eagles jersey into the Raiders.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Bold move.
Bold move.
that could-
It's the Eagles, though. It's not like it was a Bronco
True,
jersey or
true.
anything.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah,
safe.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Safe.
So he sent him over. We got him in today.
Yes.
And there it is, right
looks-
there.
It looks beautiful.
The man,
looks
It's
nice.
the myth,
beautiful.
the
Legend.
legend.
Listen, we stirred up a lot of shit.
Yeah, there's people still talking like, oh, if Carr would have played, he would have led him on that last drive. Shut the
You
fuck
don't know
up.
that.
Listen.
Carr would have played, it would have been 34-3, dude.
And I think everyone, I think we're the show of the people. I think we sway. I think people are finally getting it. I don't care. Everyone's like, same result. No, actually, no. We went to overtime, which I think is maybe the best team in the league.
Yeah,
Well,
one of the
people
three or
were
four.
saying- People were saying like, dude, it's still a loss. Like that one dude that commented. It's like, first of all,
No,
we're
I
not making the
saw a
playoffs.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, guy.
Yeah.
This is for, the situation, the quarterback situation.
Right.
Stud him.
It-
Showed
it-
what he got.
It was, if you're a real Raider fan and you really want them to succeed, this was the perfect scenario.
Yeah.
You wanted him to play well.
You wanted to see something, which is why they bench Carr.
but you really wanted him to lose because winning in that situation does you no good.
Right. But
So-
they benched Carr to see if what they had. He played well. Now, if you're and people, the funny thing is, people think that Eddie wanted Carr to just be terrible since he came into the league.
It drives me insane.
The guy has had a tattoo like
Yes.
from here to here.
Yes.
Of welcome to Oakland, welcome
Yes.
to fabulous. He's got every city the
Listen.
Raiders been in a tattoo of that city.
I grew up not too far from the Coliseum, and when they came to L.A., my mom could tell you my room was Raider silver carpet, black. I was
Calzones.
Yes, I was since probably when they come to L.A. in 81, 82, but. I've been a Raider fan forever. So when people say you didn't want, of course I wanted Derek Carr to succeed. I'm a Raider fan, but he had 9 years. And like you said, Rafa, you just can't keep on going and firing the coach.
Yeah, you can't keep firing coaches.
blaming him. So
Right.
that thing's put to bed. And
It should be.
It should be,
It should
but
be.
It should be.
You
It
should be happy that Studham,
yes,
the stud,
Yeah,
right?
stud.
yes,
Studham, he played good, right?
Yeah.
He looked like a stud. Honestly, he threw a couple interceptions. Fine,
What-
it happens, right?
Yeah.
It's, what was it? His first start ever, second
First
start,
start
whatever.
ever.
Yeah, first.
yes,
First ever.
But one of them was, a tip pass at the line. The other one was Colton Miller got pushed into it. But anyway, we will cover that a little more later because it's another big game which has a lot of meaning
Tomorrow, right.
Tomorrow.
So we also had the Chargers minus 6.5. We told you that was going to be a
Bang bang.
ass whooping, and it was at least for Sunday. It was the Chargers' house. There,
Yes,
it was. Yes.
And then Green Bay, another game.
That
I let
was-
you know it was going to be a schmacking, and it's going to be a smacking. And then the Steelers Ravens under 35. I mean, the Ravens,
Of course.
Lock it up.
Yeah.
Man.
Those dudes are under machines right now.
Yes, they have issues at quarterback.
Yes, they do.
So that covers everything that we from last week. Do we want to go into our next segment? You're fired?
Yeah, we got a lot of NFL coming up afterwards, so we can get into your
So
fired and get it out of the way.
Let's go into your fired. Brought to you by Pretty Eyes Lashes. People, hit that Instagram account up. DM. If you're a lady or if you're a woman out there needs some eyelashes,
Or a guy, like Michael Brown said last week.
and you want Cantiflas mustache, you can hook that
Or
up.
lashes.
Yes,
Anywhere in the face.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
anywhere on the face.
Specialize on
Yes,
face.
yes. If you want ear hair, I don't know.
She can add it.
You never know nowadays. But let's get into your fired. Who wants to start us off with your fired? I know Jay.
Jay, you want to go?
I'll do it.
Are you still doing it?
I'm still frustrated from it. too.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, bud.
So everyone knows I'm on my downtime, I'm a valet driver. Or valet, help people out with the cars and stuff.
Yes.
So I want to fire Tesla door handles. Am I not the only one? Yeah. Okay.
I struggled the first couple times.
Yes.
Yeah.
I figured out it's a two-hand deal. It's a bam bam.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to help people out of their cars, and I'm like, I literally look like a caveman dropped into the 21st century. Like, what is this? What am I doing?
What is this weird spaceship?
Yeah, but that was the first time. The second time was even worse. It was just like, hey man, hurry up. They just pushed it. They just got out of the car on their own.
He's knocking on the window.
He's like, yes, I would love to get you out of your spaceship.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was embarrassing. It really showed my bank account.
Oh,
But anyways, F you freaking Tesla door handles.
All right, you've been fired. Elon, take a note.
What do you got, Eddie Money?
I'm firing the Ohio State coach.
Ooh,
Ryan
I like
Day?
that.
Yeah.
I like
Ryan
it.
I
Day.
did not like that.
His
Especially
beard, or
no, just like especially at the end, if you're that close, and then you run a run play to try and put it in the kicker's hands. I'm not doing that with like the game on the line.
Well, he didn't run a run play, which was my problem with it.
yeah.
He didn't run a run play, and he had him throw 2 incompletes in a row, which didn't get them any fucking closer.
But that kick was not
But-
even close.
No, not even. And he's a good kicker.
And he's a good
And
kicker.
he hit a couple
man.
kicks, but
I'm not putting the game on the line in my kicker's hands.
you didn't. I
In
don't know.
college football.
That one's a tough one. I would have fired him too, but not for that. I would have fired him for something else. But still a great firing.
So, Rafa, I'm going to let you go because I need to find this guy's name first.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
Well, I'm gonna fire the entire Reyna family.
Oh,
So Claudio Reyna, his wife, and his son.
wife?
Yes, his wife and his son. Did you see the story?
no, I did not.
Okay, so the U.S. soccer coach, he decided he wasn't going to play Claudio Reyna's son, XYZ in the World Cup, and he ended up coming in late in a couple games or whatever. Well, all of a sudden, their wives are best friends. This lady called the U.S. soccer committee and told them that he had beat his wife
Actually,
Oh.
did hear
back
about
when they
this
were
story.
21 years old. She did it because her son wasn't playing. What are you in fucking Little League?
This happens.
that's
This
literally
happens.
that.
That's
right there.
exactly what happened. The two wives went to school together. I think it was at North Carolina. They played together, soccer,
Go
whatever.
Hills.
Same team. And then Claudio and the coach, they played together later on in their career on the U.S. national team. And they literally called. These people are friends.
That's crazy.
They're friends.
That's
And
wild.
they
Or they're
literally
not.
picked up. Not anymore.
Yeah, they're not friends
Not anymore. How do you do that?
That's
Bro,
all because he didn't play?
That's exactly why. Read the whole fucking
Damn.
thing. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
I've seen some crazy shit. We do wrestling. We're in the wrestling family. I've seen a family accuse a coach of touching his kid, and
Wow.
because he didn't start, and
Right.
they all came out and said it was a lie. Parents are crazy.
But this is grown folk shit.
You need to take the parent goggles off. That's one
100%.
thing. The one thing that I was gifted with is I never had parent goggles. My poor kids. Like I never said, even when they were born, I was like, God damn, you ugly. Like I've never had the parent goggles. Like I've always held them to a higher standard, and it's just crazy to me. But that I did hear about that story. That was nuts. But you're gonna love this next firing.
Oh, let me hear.
Because
Here we go.
this is a subject that, like in Lion King, when the hyenas say Mufasa and everyone shivers, Mufasa. So when I say USC, this dude, his blood pressure just shoots through the roof,
Skyrockets.
So I am going to fire Alex Grinch, the defensive coordinator for the USC football Trojans.
Jesus.
And now, if you saw this game, listen, we all know their defense is horrible. We all know
That's a known fact.
I know, but I don't care. And Rafa, I don't have to convince you of this.
No.
Why is this guy not fired yet? Why? Like, what else do you need to see? I don't want to see anyone lose a job, but this guy, I don't care. Jay could have done a better job at cornerback.
Probably.
Probably.
Go and recruit better, you said.
They need to recruit better, but you also need to coach better. You also need to develop better. You also need to not run the ball there, get a first down.
Game plan better.
But Grinch needs to go. You need to start anew. And I think that's a big reason why transfer portal guys aren't coming, because they don't know the situation with the defense. Like, why am I going to transfer to USC when I don't know if this is going to be the coach? I don't know who's this. They need to make a decision. They need to make a decision on Grinch, and that's who I'm firing. And I know you don't disagree with me there.
No, of course not.
But this guy wants to fire Lincoln Riley.
I don't want to fire Lincoln Riley. I don't want to fire. That's not what I'm saying.
What's your beef with USC?
Everything. How you guys give him a pass.
Well, hey, you guys?
Yeah, well, not you.
Okay,
Your
thank
brother and Edward, give him a fucking pass.
He had a pass
here you
this
go.
year. He had a pass this year.
He didn't have a pass. Did TCU have a pass? They were 5-7. Every excuse you've used with me that USC this, that, we're recruiting, blah, blah. TCU was 5-7. They're playing on Monday night. So USC started off ranked 14th.
Okay.
They were...
If USC, okay, but here's the thing, though. Here's what I'm saying. If TCU, let's say TCU almost lost like 8 games.
100%, but they didn't. You know why? They had a better coach.
Okay, let's say they lost those 8 games.
But they didn't.
They wouldn't have.
They did it.
But they didn't. Don't what if me.
Rafa is not a
He
what
won't
if guy.
No, you can't what if me.
He will not cooperate.
You can't what if me. What if?
I just did.
No, you tried. I would.
You tried.
Oh, what if they would have lost to Baylor? You know what? Yeah, Bama would probably be playing on Monday night. You're right, but they didn't.
Well, what I'm saying is, if they did, no one would be down that guy's. They wouldn't be asking for his head.
It's the first season. Blah blah blah. My knock on Lincoln Riley is this: he doesn't win big games, and he proved it to you. That you may not think that beating Tulane is a big game, but when you played your Heisman, you played 2 stud receivers, your stud tight ends. Okay, when all your studs played with the exception of Addison, and the guys who left who weren't studs from the transfer portal.
Except for the best receiver in college.
You didn't need him. The guy threw 5 touchdown passes. Bro, it was 45-30. With 5 minutes left.
Minutes to go. Yeah. That's just why I'm firing him. Stop yelling at me.
You should fire all of them. But that's another subject. We're going to cover that in the coming weeks.
Odie, do you have anyone you want to fire, Odie? Since
Wait.
To be honest, yes. I know what you're gonna say, right?
Well, let's just be careful with his firings.
Yes.
Or hirings.
Listen.
Yes.
AD's lucky I don't fire him again. Okay.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. Hopefully he comes back. I don't know. You know what? I don't know about firing, but I am kind of disappointed, right, with the few dumb fans with the whole Buffalo blaming Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Yeah, that's
stupid. A great fire.
It makes no sense
right.
whatsoever.
I mean.
You know what that is?
To be honest, we don't even know if he has a medical issue that was previous to that caused that as well. You have no idea. It's a tackle.
But you know what that is? That's just Twitter trolls,
right,
those people would never say that in front of everyone. They're just being stupid because nowadays you can be stupid because you don't have to show your face.
Right.
But
But we're here.
Good fire. We're here.
We're here.
You could actually see my face
Yeah,
when I act
we
stupid.
call people stupid.
Yes.
And we say they suck, and we're here.
Yes.
Those two fat guys have never played anything.
Yes. I already-
Let's run it.
Yeah, don't.
Yes. I already told you we 8 miles, you guys. Guys can't put that shit. Big John, you have anyone you'd like to fire this week? This is Big John, the owner and operator of BTA, Bout That Action clothing line. Big shout out to him. Go support that, everybody. Official BTA, Bout That Action clothing line. This is a young man who goes to college, and you love to support people like this. But go ahead, Big John. Who are you firing this week?
I think I would agree with Eddie Money over here about firing
Day.
Ryan Day.
I don't think I'd run the ball when you only have like a minute left to win the game. I
Yeah.
think you let C.J. Stroud, who has like 4 tutties, 350 yards, who's balling out against the number 1 defense, let him continue to ball out.
Rancho
You got
Cucamonga, baby.
You got arguably the best receiving core in all of college football. Without
I don't even think that's. It wasn't even close.
I'd argue that a little bit.
I mean, SC's
Right
close,
there. Better, I think.
but
overall.
maybe
But
overall.
that's a good firing.
So, go check them out. Official BTA Bout That Action clothing line. Thank you. This is it. You're going back.
No. I'll be here for a couple.
You'll be here. Okay.
All right.
So, we want to represent some BTA. So,
Yeah, bring
All right.
bring big motherfucker sizes.
No mediums.
No
schmediums.
No schmediums. And he
Yes.
stopped shopping at the Baby Gap
yes,
before he was born.
yes,
Before
Medium
he was born.
sleeves.
Yes.
XL body.
You don't need a skinny small on this area.
yes. So now that thank you for that segment. You're fired. We do that every week. And everyone, if you want to fire someone, please hit us up on Instagram and YouTube, and we'd love to hear your live suggestions of who you want to fire. I know Michael Brown. We have some very loyal listeners and watchers.
Diehards right there.
Shout out to Uncle Zero. He's a long distance driver. He watches every one of our shows to the very end, Rafa.
I like that.
He's the
I
only
like that.
one.
I like that.
He's the only one that watches every minute. So shout out to Uncle
Tapia's,
Zero.
in the chat.
Tapia's in there. We got a Tapia
He
sighting?
said, no invite to cater the Pastor tacos.
Man, not yet, player. It's coming.
So,
Man is the mush of the world.
yes, he is the ultimate. It's actually named after him.
That's a Tapia
We
segment.
named the whole segment after
We're
you.
going to change it to the Tapia segment.
Yes. So now let's go into the national championship game coming up in SoFi Stadium on Monday. Yes, and you've been saying this.
I'm telling you, that place is terrible.
it is the worst stadium. He claims it's the worst stadium in the league.
No, I don't. Of the new ones,
In what sense?
that you spend $5 billion and you don't have a roof. Start there.
I would complain more about the parking than the roof. To be honest with you.
Ooh.
The parking sucks everywhere.
Well, let's
but
talk-
you don't. You can't even. You had a weather delay, bro. Oh, one time. I don't give a fuck. It happened
In LA.
in LA. You had a
Of all
weather delay in
places.
LA.
And well, what everyone's really pissed about is that they're not having any tailgating, and for a national championship. And tailgating is like, just having a jelly sandwich.
It will not be allowed.
for college football.
Yeah.
I went to the 2005 best game in the world, Rose Bowl, with Texas SC, and the tailgating was unbelievable. I mean, I ran into Roger Clemens, McConaughey. I mean, they're everywhere. That's what you do in college football.
Right.
And to tell these schools that you cannot tailgate, because what are you going to do in Inglewood? I mean, you're going to go to
Hit up the liquor store across the street.
yeah, you're
for
going
the
to go to
parking.
Tacos Michoacan and have a beer?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. I mean, they'll never have it again. They screwed that up. And once again, you have proven that SoFi is caca-poo-poo.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like
Now, but let's get into the game, Rafa. We have TCU. I guess the home team is Georgia. Georgia minus 12.5. Over under 62 and a hook. And what thoughts?
Oh man,
Uh-oh.
I like the dogs.
The dogs.
I like the
12
dogs.
and a half.
I like Georgia. And the line opened at 13. It's down to 12 and a half. It's kind of moved 13 and a half, 12 and a half, but it opened at 13. It's down to 12 and a half. So the money's pretty much even, you can say. TCU is just, they had fortunate plays against Michigan. right?
Oh God!
Inside
that
the 5,
touchdown.
they had the ball.
That was a touchdown.
That was a touchdown, which was a crucial play. Michigan had the ball 3 times inside the 5 and didn't score.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen this week. TCU, their overall the overall game against Michigan let that game slip away. They lost that game. I don't think TCU
and the refs helped a little bit. Too.
Oh, the handful
They
that
didn't win
was.
it. They lost it.
I believe they lost it. I don't like Eddie knows I don't like Michigan, but they lost.
Even he sees it.
No. That's for sure. I think they lost that game. I think that would they have 2 defensive touchdowns for TCU? I think it was. Mm-hmm. They had plays that they shouldn't have had, in my opinion. They're not going to have those plays against Georgia. I think this is where their luck runs out.
Really?
They got lucky against Baylor. This is where their luck runs out. I see this game, to be honest with you, something like 40-10. Ooh. A massacre type of deal. That's what I think. That's right. I believe in these dogs like that. Just coming back, Ohio State helped them a little bit. Marvin Harrison got hurt, and after that, after he went down, the offense just didn't flow. C.J. Stroud looked amazing for three
Stroud
quarters.
almost was the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, I said last week, I think that Ohio State had more talent than Georgia. But this next game
as well, yes.
This next game, I don't think these guys come close. My opinion.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little bit of
And
something there on the
so
dogs.
I'm staring at that bell.
No, I'm not blue chipping it.
Okay.
I don't hear noise.
This guy.
TCU's fucking gotten every bounce they've needed.
All season.
Every bounce they've needed, they've gotten it.
Yes.
Mattress Mac has like $3 million on this game. TCU money line across like
he can let.
different
Yeah,
sports.
that might be done by halftime. He started ripping tickets.
He has 3 different bets. I think
I usually cheer for big bets like that.
MGM,
But
not this one.
Caesars, and
DraftKings.
DraftKings.
Yeah, not this one. Not this time. I don't think this time, Mattress Mac.
He also threw $500,000 on the win.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Tapia likes Georgia as well.
Tapia likes Georgia because his father-in-law is a Georgia Bulldog. So, but yeah, that is a good pick. Now proceed with caution since Tapia just thrown in his 2 cents.
Tapia'd that pick.
Yeah, he might have Tapia'd the whole situation. So
Wow, Mattress Mac just
Mattress Mac is just fucking called in.
Rejoicing
Yes.
He just called into Caesars and he's fucking hammering another 1.5 money line.
Double it.
He's like, yeah, you know what?
Double it.
Give me 1.5 across the board.
Wow. So that's that.
That's that. I
That's
think it's gonna be schmacking, but we'll see.
Shellacking.
Yeah, and a total ass whooping
Before we move on, I have what do you think about Stetson Bennett? Where do you see all that kid has done
is win.
and play well?
No, and he puts drives together. Like he puts the last drive, and be like, oh, he doesn't look good, and because he's not that.
He's not Trent Dilfer. He makes plays,
but he's not that prototypical NFL guy, like what people want to say or whatever. He's just a playmaker. Does he get what's that?
Make him look better? Does him being more mature make him look better?
Well, he's like 40, but I don't know if that's the case.
I mean, size wise, is he that different from Bryce Young?
It's no. That's a different player.
I'm just
Size could be there. I mean, that's fine. We're the same size as Altuve. We're not fucking hitting 400-foot bombs. So
all right, I just wanted to put it out there.
Not sideways, just up and down.
I mean, could he be a steal in the draft?
No, I don't think so. I think he's like a 5th rounder if he gets drafted.
Yeah, I see that.
Maybe like your 3rd stringer,
I
like
see 5th or 6th round.
somewhere late.
Yeah,
if he gets
He's
drafted.
projected 6th or 7th round.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I just thought maybe you're a big dog fan. I thought maybe you,
No. I don't see it. I see him not even as good as or not as good. He's probably like McElroy and AJ McCarron. Those Bama quarterbacks.
Like
that's
great
what he's
backups.
kind of like winning championships, but nobody's gonna fucking draft you. Like we're gonna draft you late. Like just throw him in. I have a pick this round. Oh, sentiment.
Yeah, he's probably going to be a great backup.
Michael
Yeah.
Brown said that he could win on the team. He said he's like,
Oh, Michael Brown.
Disrespect.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, the disrespect. So that's done. Let's get into some NFL news. And man, we were all watching that game Monday night, and that was really tough to watch. The group chat was on fire. But good news today. Damar Hamlin, if you guys don't know, or you're living in a cave, It was the scariest thing I've ever seen on the field, where a defensive back ran into T. Higgins. It wasn't a headshot, but hit him right in the chest. He stands up, goes down, and immediately I saw it, and I saw guys like grown men bawling within 30 to like 2 minutes, and you knew it was something different. And man, we probably were stuck to the TV for 4 or 5 hours. ESPN,
Oh, yeah.
we
Oh, at
never,
least. At least.
we never took it off the channel, hoping you would hear something
An update.
good. Yeah, but that being said, man, I mean, it really puts stuff into perspective. You know, we sit here and we talk shit, we criticize because, listen, if you're a professional athlete and you're getting paid, that's part of the job. And we, like I said, we did the show because we felt like a lot of people were holding back and not saying what they really wanted to say. And we say what we want to say. And but knowing that, I think we respect every human being that goes out onto the field and risks their life. And you know, I don't know what else to say about that. But the breathing tube is out. Everything looks like it's on the up and up. And what do you have to say about it, Rafa? We're just happy.
No, nothing. Just glad the kids. A teammate of his went down a couple weeks before, and they were teammates in college, I think.
Wow.
So, and they are both on the Bills, from what I believe. He went down, not the same injury, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tapia asked what your thoughts on Skip's tweet.
Yeah, I was about to bring that
that
up.
didn't bother. If you read the whole thing,
If you read the whole thing,
I just don't understand the whole.
because people
I
hate.
think
because
hate him,
people, he's already on the edge. Like, people hate him so much, and he's ruffled so many feathers.
That's his job, though.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah,
What
I mean-
was,
He said something along the lines. Eddie Money could pull it up, and you can hear it.
So the tweet is like, it says something like, "How can you not play this game? It's so important." Da 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 da. But then at the last sentence, it's like, "But seeing what I see now, everything's irrelevant."
He was basically talking to himself, like how this game is important to the NFL. How would they go about it, basically? You know, but at the same time,
the game is now
it's so irrelevant
It's
now.
pointless.
he
The game
tweeted
is
like a
yeah.
writer. He tweeted like a writer.
yeah,
pretty
exactly,
much, yeah.
yeah.
But since number one, he's white. Number two, it's true. He's white, and people hate him.
He is.
So there you go.
I don't hate him because he's white. I
No,
hate him because he's
no,
a
but-
moron.
Well,
He's a
in his
first
own.
of all,
He's a
Rafa,
Cowboy fan, so you know I hate him.
okay, so but that's the thing.
He's a Jordan fan too.
But that's
Yeah,
the
that
thing.
doesn't bother me.
So he claims to be a journalist, right? If you're a journalist, you cannot be a fanboy or at the same time hate someone. You have to have a perspective that you're in the middle and you give the truth. And he blatantly is a fanboy.
No, you got it. No. You got to remember this though. That's where his money comes from. People watch that show and they watch with Stephen A. because he's a fan of the Cowboys. He's technically, I don't know if he's writing for anyone, like actually making money. Like his job is not to cover.
I'm sure he used to.
Oh, 100%
he
he
did.
used to.
He
He
did.
covered
He used
Michael
to.
Jordan. He
Yeah.
covered all those people. He doesn't cover them anymore.
But then-
so now all this shit, like people talking about him, that makes them money. You think how many views did their episode
Well,
get?
he's like a WWE character.
Exactly.
He's the bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
He's the bad guy. He's the heel.
Yeah.
To bring
to
up his
me-
tweet, it's exactly, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant.
Listen, I
A lot of people don't know how to read here, Joe. I mean, Jay, sorry. People don't know how to read. So,
Yeah.
listen. He should not have tweeted that.
I agree.
He should have tweeted.
shut the fuck up.
He just should have not said anything. But you know, it's getting so out of hand. Like, I get it. The Howard Stern, all publicity is good publicity, but his act is old as F. It's annoying.
I don't watch.
It's
So,
old.
I mean, I don't watch either.
It's just really bad.
Yeah.
I can't. Who's watching it?
No, people watch
I mean,
it.
people watch
People
it.
watch it.
Because people
tune in.
love to hate.
They love to hear his shit. And then they love to listen to Shannon, and they love Shannon, and they pull to
Yeah,
Shannon
yeah.
like people pulled to Stephen A.
True.
Yes.
So, and then now they're highest paid on TV, sports TV or whatever.
Entertainment, man.
That's entertainment. That's
Stir
where
the
they
pot.
make the big bucks.
And he said that he should have been canceled before this, and he's fine with taking him off TV forever.
Michael Brisnick said
one-
that.
he's
But
one of
he
those ones
gets
that hate him a lot.
he gets ratings. That's the point. He gets ratings.
He also said
That's-
that the timing of the tweet was bad. That was the issue, which I
I wouldn't have tweeted shit.
I wouldn't
but
tweet it.
You
so-
don't, you don't tweet shit right there when you don't know if the guy's alive or dead. So it's a bad look, and I'd be fine if he left the face of the earth. I wouldn't miss him.
I don't wish
you wouldn't-
death on
you wouldn't-
anyone.
No, I'm just
But
saying.
if he
like,
wasn't on TV
never
anymore,
on TV, that's what I
it
meant.
wouldn't bother me.
I'm not.
You wouldn't miss
wishing him-
his Instagram posts of him showing his shoes,
Or him,
or
like-
him at 3 a.m. saying, "LeBron's not waking up this early to train. I am."
Oh God, he
It's-
does that.
Oh,
What a
it's
fucking hater.
So bad.
What a
and then
hater.
he'll pose like this and like,
Is he yoked?
no.
yo, he's like 93 years old.
Is he yoked?
No.
Okay, all right. I was just asking. I don't know.
So
E-Buck said he needed that game for his fantasy championship.
Surprise! Surprise!
a lot of people did, but at this
You know
point,
what? Eddie's league had a great commissioner,
yes,
and he took care of it with no problem.
Listen, man, unless your league was like for 25 grand or $1,000,
Yeah, chop it up.
Chop it up, split it, go on to the next league. This was bigger. This was bigger than football. It was obvious. It reached everybody. This really, just like hit a nerve, and I think it brought everyone back to a perspective of, man.
It was such a big game, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that it's the same thing. Okay, and believe me, it's not. Not what I'm saying. But I talked to someone, and they said, "Wow, it was such a big game. So many people were watching because a lot of people didn't work that day, and blah blah."
Yeah.
You had all the games leading up to that game, and it was gonna be huge.
It was a big game.
And when he went down, like you started getting text messages from everyone, and this guy compared it to the day. And I'm not saying it's just the reaction of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
on 9/11.
It
Like the reaction
It's
of
so
people.
no. It reminded
Like people
me.
like they start reminding you because how many people saw this?
Oh,
I'm
a
not
lot
saying
of
I'm
people.
not saying it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I get it.
I thought
the
about it.
reaction of the community
I thought
like-
I totally felt that.
where we
vibe.
didn't hate each other for like a month,
I
right? Like people.
It-
Well, we had
hate-
American flags on our cars.
Right.
It had a 9/11 vibe. I thought that.
Afterward, like yes,
Yeah.
the reaction of the people because everyone saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of, and it was on every channel.
Yeah.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell scored 70 that night.
Yeah.
You didn't even know about
No.
it. He had 70 and 10. He could have had a 70-point triple double.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear anything about it. So that was, everyone was like, oh my God, worried about the guy. And,
Yeah.
obviously now he's at least, doing
Better.
a lot
He's
better.
doing a lot better. And McDermott, both coaches, both Cincinnati and Buffalo coaches, came out looking like peaches. I mean, McDermott said that immediately he's like, I don't want to be on this field. I want to be with DeMar in the hospital. So, I mean, they both came out. Everyone seemed to make the right decision. So let's move on. Let's put that in the past. Prayers to DeMar, and he has a toy drive going. I think he's raised $8 million.
A lot of money, man.
Yes, he's raised a lot of money, which is awesome. His spirits seem high. Little side note: did you see, like the something carpet man donated $5,500, and the Washington Redskins donated $5,000.
Money's tight, man. Money's tight. They got a
Wow.
bunch of bum-ass quarterbacks.
Snyder, man.
Snyder just keeps on trucking, man.
Was he you think he's in charge of that?
He better. I mean, you're the owner. Who else is going to give that money?
How do you know he didn't donate himself? Do you know that?
I don't. But
Owners just don't, except if you're Vince McMahon, they don't start using the fucking
Listen,
business's money to give people
listen,
money.
it's a public thing.
I agree 100%.
It's a public thing, and as an owner, you cannot contribute less than Tony.
Nobody
the carpet
knows
man.
what's contributing.
It said it right there, Tony the Carpet Man, $5,500, and then right underneath it was the Washington Commanders.
Redskins.
Well, but I'm telling you what it said. Like when you donate, you can make it public or private.
I agree.
It
We should never talk about the Redskins unless we're talking about the actual games because of the Sean Taylor. Statue.
yes.
They took it from a fucking Nike store.
Yes. So
So that was bad.
They did.
now let's go into our most popular segment, everybody, which is sponsored by right there, customcars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z.com. Check out that website if you're in the market for a beautiful truck, car. Hello,
Quick intermission.
baby.
Michael Brown said Russell Wilson gave 10,000.
He should give back the fans that money. He should give his own fans that money. That garbage ass quarterback over there in Denver.
No. Don't.
We're not doing that. We're not doing
Michael
that.
Brown's not here for that slander.
Yes.
I can hear him typing.
Miles away.
Rafa, we got a new
From
coach.
miles
He's
away.
coming.
Yes. So, on to our NFL picks, our NFL segment brought to you by customcars.com. Don't forget to tell the salesman over there that you were sent by the two Nobodies with the Mic podcast, and you will get $1,000 discount. How incredible is that? And how incredible is this? The camoose?
The camoose.
The camoose.
Camoose.
So, that being said, let's go into our Saturday games and oh man, this is going to be a great game.
I'm excited for tomorrow's games.
Yes, so our first game is Rafa.
There's the bell. There it is.
He couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait.
It's
I
a
couldn't wait.
premature bell. Yes.
It happens to all of us.
It happens to have the best
happens
of
to
us,
everybody.
Edward.
Yes, I'm going to give you a 1-800 number for the premature bell. So it's Chiefs. Rafa's Kansas City Chiefs minus 9.5 in Las Vegas with the Jared Stidham led Raiders.
Love it.
Over under 51.5. Ring it again, Rafa. Yes, that is the right time. Go ahead.
So the total was at 52.5. It's now down a point, 51.5. I am going here with the Raiders. Surprise, surprise.
The Raiders.
Nobody's surprised. So the Raiders last 4 games against the AFC West are 4-0 against the spread. The Chiefs are 0-6 in their last 6 games against the AFC West. So the Chiefs just don't cover against the AFC West, period.
It's a tough division. They know each other well.
I agree. So in this, which is why we're taking the Raiders plus 9.5 to come out and show out and keep it close again like they did last week.
There you go.
Maybe even have a chance to win it.
Possibly.
You never know.
Possibly.
You never know.
You never know. Mahomes is probably going to have a drive there at the end to win the game. No surprise. He needs 7 seconds to win the game.
And
Yes.
no.
7, 6.
Without the cheetah, it might be 8 seconds.
maybe
Without
9.
the cheetah, he
Maybe
needs
9.
22 seconds
Yeah,
to
so-
win the game. So, Raiders.
On a side note with you, because we've been doing this show 13 weeks now. I think you've had an amazing record with the Raiders. I think you
have, yeah.
We've lost once.
One.
The Jags game, by the way.
I think you're like 6-1.
We've lost one Raider game,
Yeah.
which was the Jags, which was that terrible second half by that piece of shit Derek Carr. I said it.
Do we dare even say his name anymore?
I say it.
Is it
Did I say Derek or did I say David?
Jarek.
Because they're both garbage.
They're both. Yes.
They're both garbage.
So let's talk about that. We could talk about that real quick. So
You talk about it all night. You don't have to be real quick.
So, that's your little brother. Everyone's talking. He has a job at the NFL Network, and he has a mouthpiece. He has a microphone. So go ahead and defend your brother.
Yeah.
Right. And
Don't go on Instagram and
but
post a Niner picture.
don't go on Instagram.
that's-
When you guys have said all along that all you've ever wanted to be was a Raider fan, and all you wanted to be was a Raider, and then you post a picture with you and all your siblings in 49er gear.
Was it that? Was it
I
that?
thought it was. I
Yes.
thought it was one of his kids, but I don't know.
It was.
No, that's them as kids. That's them as children.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
Yes. That's
So you
them.
know the Carr family.
Yes.
It's like that was his little sister.
Bakersfield Christian. Yes. So
Yeah, him doing that was
to me,
so,
that just made you look more
God.
stupid, guy. And like I said, and like we've said, Derek Carr, we wish you the best. You're a good person. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell out of Las Vegas.
See you later, alligator.
Yes. So,
Also, a note on this. The over is 51.5.
Yes.
Chiefs' last 4 games are 4-0 to the over. So just a side note, Raiders last week, 37-34. That banged the over.
Chiefs need this game, Rafa.
Chiefs need this game. This is the game.
This is the game. They need.
They win this game. They still have the bye week, right? Are they is the
Listen,
league taking that away?
On the back, I have all the playoff scenarios.
Yeah, I was gonna
All
say
the
like,
games.
don't come to me. Rafa's the guy for that because I'm confused about what's going on.
Well, I figure, the Chiefs. They have to. It's unfortunate for the Bills, right, that they don't get that game in hand.
Yeah.
So they don't get the bye week.
Yeah.
Quick question: did you guys hear about? I don't know if it went through the vote that they were going to do. That if the Bengals, whoever played the Chiefs, right?
Is
either
it-
the Bills or the Bengals?
That it's gonna be a neutral site?
Did they end up voting on that?
That is going to happen, but I don't know if it's the Bengals. I think
Yeah.
it's Bills
I think
Chiefs.
it's
I don't know if
Bills,
it's
yeah.
Bengals Chiefs.
Yeah.
But
That-
I mean, it would be definitely.
It's gonna be- it's gonna be-
Indianapolis. It's gonna if they do it, it's gonna be in the Colt Stadium. I'm assuming, right?
Somewhere in the middle, which if it was in Vegas, we're there. That'd be awesome. But I don't think that's an AFC West stadium, so I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, it's just Bengals. It would just be Bengals or Bills Chiefs would be in a neutral site, and then Chiefs Bengals play in Kansas City if that were to happen.
Well, there you go. So that's your first blue chip, people, and I love it. I love that you picked
The Raiders.
Raiders.
That should be a good game.
It should be a
It
very
should
good
be a
game.
great
It's going to
game.
be an interesting game.
Yeah,
So
and that's at 1:00 tomorrow.
That's that first game at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1:30.
The Raiders got a new quarterback.
There he is, right there. The Stidham jersey.
Odie's
The
been in
Studham.
Odie's been in the cave for
He's like, Carr's not
Yes,
starting, right?
Yes.
I heard.
So
Odie's hurt.
let's go on to the next game. Titans in Jacksonville. This game
In Jacksonville.
This game has a lot of implications. Whoever wins this game
This is a win and in.
is and also a championship.
AFC South.
AFC
Fucking
South
garbage
champion.
division.
Yes.
So, but they, it's a win and in for the AFC South. Jaguars sitting now at 6.5, and the total's 39.5. I've rode the Titans a lot this season. They've let me down a handful of times, but it's just that their numbers. Like for example, the road team in this series is 4-1 in their last 5 games. Okay, Titans are 8-3 in the last 11 games in Jacksonville. 9-3 in the last 12 in this series. So the Titans are cover machines against these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ride with the Titans one more time.
Wow.
Joshua Dobbs, Henry's playing. Okay. Now, guys, when you go to bed this game, make sure Henry's playing. He's on.
How could he not be playing this
He's
game?
probable, so he should be playing.
Yeah,
I just think it's going to be that playoff. This is a playoff game. This is a playoff game.
Well, it's to.
It's
Get
for the
in, to
division.
get
It's
in,
get in.
so
So this is a
you gotta
playoff
play.
style game. I think it's going to be a slow, moving and grooving type of game. Unders 39.5. I like that as well. I'm going to blue chip the Titans, but I also will probably take the under in the game. Somewhere like 13-10 type of game. Somewhere in there. Jacksonville, young quarterback. Titans, young quarterback. But Titans have better coach. Okay, which even though I think that he should...
Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Dobbs.
Oh, 100%, but he's
Okay.
younger. I mean, he's... not that he's... It's the coach. It's the Titans
I
have
don't
been
think
there.
we can get. I mean, Trevor Lawrence at this point, we can't call him young at this point.
He's a second season.
yeah, but he's at the end of a second season, and he knows. Listen, if you don't get
7 weeks ago, this guy couldn't wake you up. He couldn't get you up to get a sandwich.
I'm just telling you, he's not a rookie anymore. I think he plays well. That's all.
You
I
think
have
he
to say.
plays well in this game?
I do. I think he plays
We
well.
also got
Trevor-
someone saying that Trevor Lawrence is the GOAT.
Wow.
Who said that?
Bob Saget fan.
Bob
2008.
Saget.
I don't know who that is, but it might be Trevor Lawrence's dad.
No, Bob Saget is R.I.P. He's dead, but man, he was a funny ass
He
comedian.
was fucking hilarious.
Yes, funny as shit.
But okay, so I'm gonna roll with the Titans plus 6.5.
All right.
I'm gonna be excited to watch that game. I think it's just gonna be hand the ball off to Henry. I think it's gonna look a lot better
as it
than
should
what it
be.
looked with Malik Willis.
Yeah.
It's gonna look a lot better.
Yeah.
Dobbs didn't look as bad as Willis did last week against.
No.
Agree.
He didn't look as bad. So I think they keep it close. Field goal game. Jaguars probably win, but I don't think they cover the 6.5.
Well, let's roll in. That's another blue chip.
That's a blue
right?
chip.
Another blue chip.
Nice.
2 blue
Titans
chips right
plus
off.
6.5.
Right off the bat.
Make sure Henry's playing. By
You
the
got
way.
2 blue chips. I love it. Let's go to the night Saturday game.
That's a Saturday night game.
The Jets.
No, yeah, there's only 2 Saturdays.
There's only 2 Saturdays. That's a Saturday night.
Oh,
Game.
yeah.
So Jets Dolphins.
So the Sunday game. Well, now we're headed to Sunday. Jets in Miami. Dolphins -2. Over under 38 and a hook. And again, there's something. I mean, people are saying McDaniels could be fired.
I
That's
think
so
that was
dumb.
bullshit. But that's far fetched, I believe. Almost as far fetched as the comment I heard today. But so this game actually line opened at Jets -1, and all of a sudden we had a quarterback change. Flacco's going to start for the Jets. Now the Dolphins are -2. So Dolphins are -2, under 38.5. Dolphins need to win this game, and I think they need the Patriots to lose to the Bills to get in.
Yeah.
But they're going to start Skylar Thompson.
Yes.
Who's going to start? So how's that going to go?
Shoot.
Are the Jets sitting a bunch of guys?
I have a theory about this Dolphins thing and,
What do you got?
and Tom Brady. I
I could see it.
I think
Really?
Tom Brady goes
100%.
to a team where they're offering him ownership.
And the Dolphins could do that.
and the Dolphins
Shakira
could do that.
owns a part of it.
Yes. And
Jennifer Lopez,
and
Serena, Venus.
Shakira's hips
Ricky Martin.
do
Don't
not
lie.
fucking lie.
They
Isn't
don't
she
lie.
like going to go to prison for some?
Oh,
tax
you're such
shit?
a fucking hater.
No, I'm not.
In
I love
Spain,
her.
in Spain,
I love
don't
that girl.
report bullshit European news on this network, partner.
Hey,
You sound like the Skip Bates. Oh, Shakira, isn't
it
she
easy.
going to prison?
take it easy.
Maybe her lips did lie.
Yeah.
But her hips don't.
Ooh.
Her lips did, but her hips don't.
Her lips, okay.
So anyways,
Back to the game.
Yeah,
Back to the
back
game,
to
guys.
back to the game. That's just my theory.
sickos.
That's where I don't see Tom Brady going to the Raiders at all, especially if Stidham plays well tomorrow. Why would you bring Brady in? I think Brady goes to a team where they offer him ownership, and there's a couple teams that could possibly do that, and one of them is definitely Miami. So
That's for sure.
That's what I had to say about that game.
So
Rafa,
if I'm picking this game. I would pick the Dolphins based on roster. They're at home, and I don't think the Jets are going to play everyone. I really don't. I think that maybe they play a quarter or two and then kind of shut it down. I don't know if, they got, they were talking about Zach Wilson getting them ready for next season, so they're obviously moving forward
they're
with that.
so full of crap.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but
I did see that.
Tell us
They're-
like he needs to take a break from football or something like that.
Oh, you guys, come on,
And then
man.
they're saying, we might have exposed him to too much too early. Yes.
What?
Yes.
They took him to the hookers.
Yes. So, on to the next game: Browns versus Steelers. Steelers -2.5 over under 40 and a hook. Rafa, what do you have to say about this game?
Ooh, Steelers need to win and a whole lot of things to happen.
Yes,
But Mike Tomlin consistently proving that he is
a great coach.
an amazing, a great coach, Hall of Famer, etc. They're -2.5. They found ways to win the last 2 games late. They beat the Raiders and they beat the Ravens. Late there in the last minute of the game. The under is 40.5. That's a game. If I'm probably a game I'm gonna bet just the under. I'm not gonna blue chip it. Under 40.5. Cleveland, I don't think has enough to not at this point. Late in the season, and they played great last week against Washington. Cleveland did.
Yeah.
Watson made some throws and stuff like that, but I think Cooper's probably not going to play the whole game. He's at the end of the season. He's an older
Yeah.
guy. Steelers need to win. So their defense is going to be,
I'm circling
out
the
there
over under.
flying around.
Ready to go.
So, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I think that game's going to be an under. It could be close, 17-13, 14-10, something
Yeah.
like that. So I like the under in that game.
Well, let's go to another barn burner, AFC South.
Oh,
The
jeez. This game even count?
Texans
This game, yeah.
against the Indianapolis Colts.
That's an unwatchable game. Like, if you're betting this game, it's probably because you want to do like a $2 to win $1 million.
It's like
That's
And you
me,
need
baby.
another team.
That's me.
This
Yeah.
game is unwatchable. There's nothing to bet in this game. You'd probably take the Texans The way they've been playing, right?
Thank you, Rafa. I've been saying it all
They're
season.
fucking
There it is. There, you
terrible.
gave it to him. You gave it to him.
No, I think the way they've been playing, and the Colts roster is pretty good to even be playing them the last week of the season. Roster's good. The quarterbacks suck.
Yeah.
Defense was hurt, and Taylor's out and all that. So
So
probably if you're going to bet this game, I'd bet the Texans. But if you're watching, you're disgusting.
circle it.
You have a problem.
Yeah, you have a
If you're
major
watching-
problem.
Sick.
You need help.
So let's go to another
Meaningless
game. Bucks in Atlanta. Atlanta minus 4.5 over under because the Bucks have already made the playoffs.
There's no way Tampa plays anyone of any value
yeah.
going forward, playing in this game. Nobody.
A big rumor that I've heard is that Derek Carr to Tampa Bay, that they would switch. Which
Oh, I don't know if they're switching.
yeah,
A little switcheroo.
little yes.
No, this is another game.
Hollywood shuffle.
Ritter and the Falcons are minus 4.5. That's probably a game at what's the total there? 41.5,
yeah.
right? Or is it 40.5? That's probably another under game. You can probably play with that under. I don't even know who the starting quarterback is going to be for Tampa this week, and how many practice squad
Yeah, I
players
don't
are
know.
playing at receiver and all that.
Yeah, I don't know,
You'd
but
shut that down.
so that's another one that has no meaning. Let's go to another pathetic game: Panthers versus the Saints.
3 in a row.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of pathetic games this weekend.
yes. Panthers at the Saints. New Orleans minus 3.5 over under 41.5. I have no thoughts on this game.
Zero thoughts on this game. You-
Let's just
Damn, let
roll
it
right
roll.
past.
don't
it.
even pick this game, guys.
Jeez.
Now let's go to a game that has some meanings. Pats in Buffalo. Buffalo minus 7 over under 42.5.
Wow. So this game, a lot of, Bills, obviously, what happened this week.
Emotional.
Right. Do they get up for that? A lot of people are going to think, they're going to try and win this for DeMar. And I don't know if that's, I don't know how that is.
I do like that. I do think there's a thing
Where people get up for that?
Or yes, I think that's a thing. I know it's gonna be. There's gonna be no wind. It's gonna be at night, so I think it's gonna be like 20 degrees. It's gonna be cold as hell.
No, this is a morning game. So this is a 1 p.m. start, I think. This
Oh,
is a 1
maybe,
p.m.
yes.
kick.
I looked up the weather, and it's gonna be cold.
Yeah, it'll be,
Yeah.
this
That's
game,
for sure.
Patriots plus 7. Patriots need to win this game to get in. I don't think Buffalo can come back from that right away.
Really?
That's what I
mean,
think. There's a lot of guys-
I kind of agree.
You
with that.
see the faces of those dudes. Like I don't know if they're gonna be how they're gonna react. If I like the Patriots plus 7 in this game.
Okay.
I like yeah, I like them to keep it close. Patriots need to win this game.
Yeah.
So and Bill Belichick's not gonna feel sorry for you.
Oh no,
So
he's going right after that backup safety.
no, don't say that.
Hey,
But
he
he's-
is. Are you kidding me?
He's coming. He's coming. Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna take the Patriots plus 7 here. I like them to keep it close and maybe even have a chance to win it at the end. They need to win that game. Bills also need to win that game, but at this point, they're not playing for the bye. So there's a little bit of the locker room is not what
It's
it is.
definitely a wild card game
Yeah,
with,
it's either-
emotions.
It's either
Yeah.
they're galvanized and rallied up, or
Yeah.
they're,
Listen, it seems like their spirits are high. Things are looking up, like we said. I'm going to watch that game. I think it's going to be a great game. So, on to the next. You have your Minnesota Vikings against, at home, the Chicago Bears. Vikings are favorites, 7.5.
7.5. I think I heard Fields is not playing, right?
Correct.
Correct.
So the Vikings haven't covered against anyone.
No.
Jesus. But God, the Bears quarterback. Who's the backup here for Chicago?
Yeah.
Do we even know? Is it Rex Grossman? Rexy Grossman.
Jacob Santiago.
Yeah.
Jacob-
He's out there.
Maybe.
He's
Is that-
coming
is that
out
why
there.
he's not there? Not here.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's not here.
In this game, you'd probably can throw a teaser and take. You can tease Minnesota to. You can play if you're gonna play, and you can maybe tease Minnesota to Seattle or something.
Uh-huh.
Something along those lines. They don't cover, so I can't pick them to cover. They can, they might blow them out.
Yeah.
They need to win the game to keep pace if the Niners lose, etc. And it is the morning game, so they're not going to be on TV at the same time with the Niners.
They have
And
Mr. Nathan Peterman.
Peterman's
Nathan,
gonna go.
the GOAT,
There you go.
Peterman. You gotta love some Peterman.
Every Raider quarterback is backup is the GOAT.
Yeah.
So that game's not a game I'm going to be betting, but if you want a team for a teaser, the Vikings are usually pretty good
Yes. So
to win by 1 or 2.
on to the next. I have a feeling. I think I know where you're going with this game. Ravens in Cincy. Bengals -7. Over under 40 in a hook. What do you think, Rafa?
This I have mixed feelings in this game. I think it's
Like a mezcla?
a mezcla. The Bengals the Bengals aren't in the same situation as the Bills. What it happened in their game, but it wasn't their guy. Ravens, they're not going to play Lamar this week.
No.
They're gonna hold him for next week. So this game's gonna kind of tell a lot. The outcome of this game will weigh a lot on the Charger Bronco game. Actually, I can see the Bengals just kind of rolling them.
Like a hooter?
Yeah, that offense has looked terrible in the last 3 weeks. The
Horrible?
Ravens. Horrible.
Robert Horrible?
Yeah, and the total's 40.5, but Cincinnati can score 40.5 of fucking
Oh, yeah.
41 by themselves.
Yes.
So this game, for me, I'm going to stay away just because I don't know what the Ravens are thinking exactly.
E-Buck has his pick on this.
Oh, is it the
money
Ravens?
line.
But of course
Ravens
it is.
money
Of course
line.
it is, because that would be the only scenario.
Solid bet.
So if the Ravens beat the Bengals, the Ravens and the Chargers beat the Broncos, then the Ravens and Bengals would play in the first round of the playoffs, and they'd flip a coin to see who's going to host the home game. So the Ravens can actually win this game, not win the division, and still host a playoff game if they win a coin toss.
Explain yourself, E-Buck. How? How do you see the Ravens winning this game?
And the thing is that all the trends in this game point to the Bengals. There's nothing.
Shocker.
So there's no shock that Eric E-Buck himself is going to take the Ravens money line.
Like, you think he goes up to
Shocker.
the window at the South Point
And they laugh?
and they put that? They're like, "Are you sure?
He
Are you
goes, let me
sure
have
about
the
this?"
Ravens money line and the Giants money line. Sir, the Giants were taken off the board because they're not playing anyone. Not even the kickers are playing. I want them money line. They're going to win.
Yes, that's an E-Buck special.
Yeah, that game, I if I'm leaning anywhere, I'm leaning the
The
Bengals.
guy that takes your money should slap you as soon as you make that bet.
Slap in the
Eva's
face.
going to text everyone on Sunday at 1:15 p.m. I fucking told you the Ravens play like a Raven.
Well, I mean, listen, he's seeing something.
E-Buck sees the good in teams.
Let's put an asterisk next to that game,
Yes,
anybody.
let's- I like that.
We got to revisit. We got to revisit that.
Yeah, we
game.
might need a E-Buck post.
Yes. So that's on to the next. The Giants versus the Eagles. The Giants have come out and said they are not playing anybody.
Nobody.
And the Eagles, I believe, need to win.
Yes.
Eagles need to win to end up with the number 1 seed, the bye. I'm going to give you another first half pick. Last week I gave you Bama first half. Eagles first half, game line's 14. Usually first half line when the line's 14 is about 7.5 to 8. This line is 9. So Vegas has set this line 9. They think that the Eagles, like I think they're going to come out, put 21 in the first half, and go into halftime 21-0. Minshew might play most of the third quarter and the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Giants aren't going to play anyone. They're resting.
They've said it.
They've said it.
There's nothing. They have
No.
no reason to play.
So first half is going to be my bet in that game. Blue chip, the Eagles -9.
Blue chip it.
First half. First half for sure. And
That's your first half blue chip in the show's history.
yeah. We had last week, but it didn't blue chip.
But you
first
didn't
half
blue
Bama.
chip it,
Yeah.
and it would have hit.
Oh yeah.
So on to the next one. The Los Angeles Rams against Rafa's most hated city,
Oh god.
the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks
Liberal
minus
hippies.
Seattle.
Seattle -6, over under 41.5.
So Seahawks need to win this game, keep the pressure. If the Lions win, they're in. So they're playing the Rams. The Rams with Baker have been win, lose, win, lose. So,
But he's played decent.
except against the Chargers,
Yeah.
he looked terrible. So I mean, there's Bobby Wagner's going back up to Seattle. He feels like they let him go too early.
They did.
Blah blah blah. Seattle's at home. They need this win. This is a huge game for them They need this pick. They need this win to stay, viable in the playoff race.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to bet this game because I hate the Seahawks. So I'm not giving you a pick on this game. Seattle will more than likely win, but I'm not betting this game.
A Michael Brown money line pick right there. Mm-hmm. So
Money line it.
money line it. On to the next one.
You can tease the Seahawks to the Vikings.
There you go. You called
There
that
you go.
earlier. You called that earlier. I think my son's
Let's blue
home.
chip a teaser.
Oh!
We're gonna blue chip a 2-teamer.
To all you scared folk
Spice
out
it.
Yeah,
there.
Spice
you
things
monster
up.
teasers.
Yes.
We're going to blue chip a teaser. We're going to take the Vikings minus 1.5 on a 6-pointer. Don't buy that extra point. You're already paying juice.
Yes.
Okay? 110 gets you 100. Minnesota minus 1.5. Seahawks pick them. Both teams need to win. And we know Minnesota doesn't cover, so we need the 6 points.
There you go.
So there you go. There's a blue chip teaser right there.
Makes perfect sense.
There you go.
So, let's go on to the next one. Chargers. The San Diego Superchargers against Michael Brown's Broncos. Broncos are
Busting Broncos.
favored. Is that
So
right?
This line's been moving.
Is that right?
So this line's been moving. It was at 2. It was at 2. It went to 3. Now it's back down to 2. And this game, it's an afternoon game, right? It's a West Coast, it's an AFC West team. If the Ravens win, you will get a instant line change on this game. And you can probably going to go to Chargers minus 2 if the Ravens win this game. If the Ravens beat the Bengals. If the Ravens beat the Bengals, then they move into the 5 seed. The Chargers would be the 6 seed with a loss. And a 6 seed means the Bengals. A 5 seed means the Titans or the Jaguars, which is
Yes.
where you want to be.
Where's
You don't want to
100%.
go to Cincinnati and play the Bengals.
No.
So if the Ravens win, Herbert and everybody's going to play. If the Ravens lose, the Chargers are locked into the 5. You're probably not going to get anyone, and Denver's going to. So you can kind of judge it as you're going through the Ravens, as the Ravens are going.
Listener, this is why you watch this show right here. The nuggets that Rafa's just
Gems.
chipping off right now are
Those gems, hidden gems.
unbelievable. Because I guarantee you, there's some clueless ass people putting in parlays and going, "I didn't know Herbert wasn't playing."
Yeah, he probably, more than likely, he's not going to play. Maybe a drive or 2 or whatever. It's like a preseason game,
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
If the Ravens lose, so that is going to be key on this game. That's why they have a line right now, because the Bengals are favored by 7.
Yeah.
So they're more than they're kind of protecting themselves
Not
here.
according to ebook.
Well, hey,
He don't need them 7 points.
yeah, he wants a money line.
money line.
I like
ebook.
it. So that game's a caution game. Wait for the other one and see what happens. So there's no way that the Chargers. Nobody wants to be 6.
No.
The Bengals are on fire. You don't want to be 6.
You do not
So-
want to go into Cincy
No.
in Cincy.
No,
and
not
they're
at all.
hungry.
Oh,
They're
they're
hungry.
starving.
So on to the next. Cardinals in San Fran. 49ers. 49ers minus 14.5.
Yeah, I'm going to give you another first half blue chip right
First
here.
half blue chip,
First
baby.
half blue chip. This first half line, I think, is at 8.5. We're gonna go Niners 8.5. They need to win this game to keep pace. Now, I will tell you this:
Tell it.
if the Vikings lose, do not proceed with this bet. Okay, if the Vikings lose, don't bet this.
Play at your own risk. Yeah.
Yes, because if the Vikings win, they would sit then in the 2 till the afternoon, where the Niners come into play.
Yeah.
So I think they're both 12 and 4, right? So
Yeah.
if the Vikings lose, this is not a play. Keep that in mind. Other than that, blue chip the Niners,
Blue chips.
First
First half.
Niners against the Cardinals.
There you go.
Now, Odie, this is your team, correct?
Yes.
You are a 49er guy. Now, where do you sit on Brock Purdy? Is he, I mean,
Odie loves him. Look at his face. He's like a
he
birdie.
just-
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so I've heard today, right? We talked about Tom Brady, and I don't know who it was. I mean, everybody's being thrown out now. So now they were saying Tom Brady to the Niners,
I like that.
and then this is their okay. Obviously, if you look at the offensive weapons the Niners have, it's perfect, right?
oh, yeah,
You
I
got
agree.
Debo, who is a way better Welker or Edelman
Oh,
or
he's
whoever.
Are you kidding?
He was the
He's
best.
the Black Walker.
He was the best to me. Debo Samuel was the best player the last 4 weeks in the NFL
Right.
of anybody. He dominated the playoffs.
Right. So you have them, right? So it makes sense.
Last season.
Last season.
Okay.
For Tom Brady, it makes sense. For him.
Yeah.
Right? I heard that they said it made sense for the Niners because it's a 1-year deal. You give Purdy some time or Lance. What's his name?
Armstrong.
No, Trey Lance, he's garbage.
Trey Lance. You give him time
To
a year, I don't
dispose
know.
him?
I think you just let Purdy go if Purdy
Oh,
wins this game, right? Goes to the playoffs, wins the first game. He's Niners starting quarterback next year, 100%.
No matter what.
The next game,
100%.
though, the next game. If he loses the next game, first playoff game, you might have to think about it because obviously these weapons that you have now, you don't know if you can rely on a guy who's going to be learning. We have to realize that Brock Purdy's coming into a team who's really good, so he could be a fluke.
Look
Really
at
good.
Odie, dude.
That's why I asked him.
I fucking
what it is?
Odie.
No, you
That's
know
why
what
I
it is?
asked
I
him.
listen to the show every week.
I
It's
love
making
it.
me smarter.
I love it.
That's why I asked him. I knew.
I love it.
Knew
I
you would
agree
have-
with. I agree with Odie
I
as
agree.
well.
I agree with him too. I think, and like I've said this before, you need a quarterback that can reset, that can get away, that can extend plays,
And he's done it all, right?
and he's done that. And Tom Brady is not going to do that.
No,
for
no,
you.
no, no, no. He's been terrible.
But I mean, you put him in that situation, I do think he
he's
can
Tom.
succeed.
Amazing
He's
roster.
Now bringing
Even
that back
Jacob
up,
knows that.
Bring him back. I'll say we have Garoppolo again, right? So I also did hear, and you guys are Raider fans, that he would make a lot of sense in Las Vegas because of McDaniels, right?
I've heard that as well.
Because they were like, that's the whole reason Brady left, blah, blah, blah. But I think Brady would be good on the Raiders as well.
No. Hard pass.
I don't know. I just think it's Vegas. It's a city where people, because you have.
Oh,
to look
yeah,
at the
no,
business
it's
aspect,
Vegas.
right?
Listen,
There's no more.
I'll take Tom Brady in Las Vegas if he takes the league minimum. Do you know how much money
he has to take a
Stidham?
pay cut.
Do you know how much money Stidham makes this year?
How much?
$900,000.
Oh, that's a lot.
$900,000.
That's
What
good.
about
That's
Jimmy?
wonderful.
What about Jimmy? I know you
Jimmy-
said earlier he's just like a car. You said it in the
Yeah.
earlier episodes.
But all Jimmy does is win, and
Carr doesn't.
Carr doesn't.
But Jimmy's played on really good defenses.
yeah, so
With really good defenses.
I don't
That
listen.
sounds like a
Like a car
that
cop out.
SARS, yeah,
All these-
like a car defender. Sounds like a car defender.
You
No,
know,
you
no,
know
you know
me,
what they're,
I'm
you
not
know
a
what
car
they're,
defender.
you know what they're called, right?
They're Kardashians.
Kardashians.
I saw that.
I
did
like
see
that.
Yes,
I
they're
did see
called
that.
Kardashians. Woo! Brianna, please don't be a Kardashian.
According to NBC Sports, the Raiders are looking into signing Garoppolo.
Oh, these motherfuckers done bumped their head.
You heard it with Odie first.
Look at Odie, man. Odie's
That's-
working for
listen,
NBC Sports.
They don't. All
Peter
these-
King over here.
Who's your source? Skip Bayless?
Yes, they don't know. They don't know shit. All these sources, they don't know shit. If Adam Schefter doesn't report it, I don't.
You don't wanna
believe
hear it?
Yes,
Garoppolo's current contract was 1 year for $7 million. By the way,
It's a good
1
deal.
year, $7
That's
million.
team friendly.
Yeah,
Team friendly.
And Stidham, are you serious? So Stidham is a free agent.
After the season?
after this year.
Oh, you got to franchise tag him.
No, but I mean, would you give him $5 million, $3 million?
Let's see what he does tomorrow.
Let's see what he does
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Tomorrow,
I was if
have
you
to see.
listen, if you saw that game and you were not impressed,
was
then
impressive.
you're an asshole. Bottom line, you,
know what?
are an absolute asshole. You really are. Because anyone, at least for me, you can always appreciate even, like the Trojans, right?
You can't even say it.
I can't even say it.
Oh,
But I can appreciate Caleb and all the receivers. You can appreciate good play. And if you don't appreciate what you saw from him last week, then you're not a Raider fan or a football fan in
Football
general.
fan, yeah. He played good.
He played good. Oh, they lost the game. Dude, this is the
So?
first game the guys played on your team against the best defense in the league.
Impressive.
Very.
Do you know what, man? Your wife is right, man. You are an asshole.
I am.
So,
100%.
to all those Raider fans that didn't see that, you are an asshole.
100%. Asshole.
Yes, Manolo says it. So, we always circle back to the Raiders.
We always do. It always
Somehow,
circles back
some way.
to Carr.
So, let's go on to the next one. Cowboys versus the Redskins.
Wow, you see who's starting?
Yeah!
Your boy, Sam Howell.
Yes!
And he walked around the North Carolina campus last year and he's like, Sam Howell's the man.
Sam Howell is the man.
I know him. He's my friend.
Sam Howell is gonna play. He's gonna outplay Dak Prescott.
Ooh, I don't know.
Sam Howell is gonna show you. He takes off a little too fast, but he has balls.
You know what I saw last week? They criticized Dak, right? I'm a big Dak. I criticize him a shitload. Somebody was saying, he's had like 1 million interceptions, like Carr. You know the number one quarterback in the red zone is this dork, Dak Prescott.
Yeah, really?
Number one quarterback in the red zone.
Really?
Because
Best
everyone's
touchdown-
afraid of Zeke and Tony Pollard.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's got the best touchdown percentage.
Zeke has like 10 touchdowns on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
But this year alone?
Somebody posted it somewhere. I saw it.
Fact check that. We need to fact check
Fact
that.
check it, but this dude, he swore by it, so I'm going to swear by him.
I could freaking throw 10 because all you got to do is play action to Zeke. Everyone knows Zeke is
Zeke the
getting the
freak.
ball.
Zeke the freak, baby.
That stat is so loaded.
I don't like Dak. You know that. I don't like Dak. I'm not a Dak fan. This game, Cowboys -7. Sam Howell starting for the Redskins in Washington. This game, is this an afternoon 125 kick, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to all depend on the Eagle game. So to me, I think the Eagles game's over by halftime. This game, they'll sit the guys afterwards. They're not playing for they're not playing for anything. If the Eagles are smoking the Giants, these guys aren't playing for anything.
Yeah.
So if you want to even touch the Cowboys, you can touch them first half. Right?
I'd never want to touch a Cowboy.
Are you sure, broke back? Broke back. But this game, to me, is one of those games you don't
quit
bet. You don't know who's going to play. If the Eagles don't finish, if Heineke was starting, I'll tell you what. If Heineke was starting, I bet the Redskins.
Someone better than Heineke is starting.
I know we're yet to see.
It's a great day to be at Tar Heel, Sonny.
We're yet to see that.
By the way, best red zone quarterback is Patrick Mahomes.
Really? So that guy was just absolute false.
He was probably talking about like the quarterback's team because Zeke gets every single red zone.
I'm just telling you what the guy was saying. I always think Patrick Mahomes is the best at everything. So, I mean.
Let me show you an impression of Patrick Mahomes. That guy's face mask is so close to his freaking nose. I've never been so upset at someone's face more than a helmet than Patrick Mahomes.
If he was a Raider quarterback, you'd love it. You'd start wearing your you'd walk around with a helmet like that.
Hey everybody, I'm a fucking Raider fan. His face bothers me so much.
So that one's one of those games where it's just gonna be it all depends on another game. Those games you really don't bet.
All right. Well, to the last game, which has crazy implications.
This game is nuts.
This is
Oh, this
crazy.
is one of your favorites too. Here.
This is my Detroit Lions.
Oh,
You better lose yourself in the moment. You
Oh my
own it, you
God.
better never let it go.
Never know this is
You only got
podcast.
one
fucking
shot.
8 Mile.
This podcast is Marshall Mathers inspired.
Yes.
Especially from last week's rant.
And these M&M peanuts.
Yes. Listen,
He called you the bigger M&Ms.
I would be like walnuts if that was the case. But listen, I went to Detroit last year during March Madness.
Why?
For Matt Madness.
Oh, okay.
For Matt Madness, and everyone talks shit about Detroit, man. I had the best time.
He didn't go outside the.
Did you go to 8 Mile?
No.
No, you know what
no,
I
no.
did? But he has a spaghetti place.
Oh, you went, right?
I went every day. I
Mom's
eat there
Spaghetti?
every night. It's
Yeah.
called
Mom's
Mom's Spaghetti.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's called Mom's Spaghetti.
Was it good?
It was amazing. I ate it every night. I'm not kidding. I had Mom's Spaghetti
Surprise.
4 nights in a row.
Was it packed?
Yeah, there was a line. I stood in rain.
Oh no,
to
no.
get
Yeah,
Mom's
you're a
Spaghetti.
fanboy.
Listen, I'm not a huge M&M guy either.
You should fool the shit out of everyone here.
But I am a
Are you
huge
kidding?
I am a huge Dan Campbell guy.
There we go.
So that's why
this
you
is
went to
true.
Mom's Spaghetti every
Yep.
night,
He is Detroit.
waiting for Dan Campbell to walk through the door.
So, let's talk about it. Lions in Green Bay. You know what? This is the night game that I was talking about. This is where it's going to be really cold, but no wind or weather. It's going to be
Okay.
like in the 20s. I got that screwed up with the Bills game.
It's all right.
So thank you.
We screw up everything.
Thank you, Rafa.
We screw up everything here.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, you
Rafa's gonna hug me. It's okay.
It's all right, Edward.
Yes. So
We'll have Mama's spaghetti.
yes, it's gonna be cold, right? And a lot of people talk about Goff's little baby Saturday Night Live hands. And he doesn't play well in the cold, but I'm so curious. Hit the fucking bell, Rafa! Hey!
You might not like this.
Oh.
Goff with those little ass hands, gonna get rolled this weekend. Green Bay's playing. Green Bay's playing.
Go deep, guys. Go deep.
Green Bay's playing well overall, right? The
ayahuasca's kicking in.
It's kicking in. It's kicking in. They're rolling. I like Green Bay in this game. I like them to probably even win the first playoff game if they don't play the Niners.
Oh man.
So yeah, which I don't want to see them play the Niners because I actually like them.
Green Bay fucking Packers were 4-8, Rafa.
They have Aaron Rodgers, brother.
You don't have to tell me.
So Tiny Hands is going to struggle in the cold. Green Bay owns this series.
Yeah.
Green Bay's going to roll them. 10 points plus.
Woo woo!
That's what I think.
Hit that bell again for that shit.
I know you're a Lions fan. Everyone loves the Lions.
But not outside in cold weather.
Not outside in Green Bay.
Green Bay.
In January, baby.
Let's go deep, guy.
It's going to be I think it's going to be an awesome game, and then Green Bay will pull away.
And imagine the FU that Aaron Rodgers has to the whole world.
Of course.
Like at this point.
And all the Raider fans that thought he was going there.
Okay.
Don't
All right,
depress
guy.
me.
Of course, we circle back.
Yes. You always got to
Throw it in there.
Freaking
Zinger.
Debbie Downer. So that's it, everybody. That is our NFL rundown. Rafa gave you like 2 or 3 first half picks, which he's never done before.
Never do it.
But I mean, go back and watch the show, everybody, because I guarantee you half of you bettors do not understand what's going on and the implications if one team wins and the other one loses. And there's a reason why if you just look at the lines and don't know what's going on, you're going to be confused.
So usually at the end of the season, the last week of the season, the Sharps usually have a good week. It's their usually.
I don't know what a sharp is.
No. Well, the sharp bettors in Vegas, Edward. For those who don't know, the sharp bettors in.
I've never been accused of being a sharp.
The sharp bettors in Vegas usually have a really good week, the final week of the season. So it's just kind of understanding certain situations, etc.
Yeah.
Paying close attention to the rosters, who's playing, who's not.
Yeah.
That's all super important. And you got to be up. Don't get up at 9:58.
What do I have to do to be called a sharp?
Oh, a lot of shit. A lot of shit. There's a big checklist.
What's the criteria?
Yes, it's the sharp.
Not
the
picking
prerequisites?
losers.
Yes, I love
No,
that.
so
Is this Ebook a sharp? Is that what?
no, Ebook is dull.
Yes,
It's dull.
he's blunt.
Ebook is dull. So pay attention to the rosters. Don't get up 2 minutes before 10 and then try and put in a bunch of bets. You don't even know who's playing. So obviously look at we're giving you picks. Make sure, do a little bit of homework as well. Because it's Friday
Always
night.
do your homework.
This is why we give it on Friday, not Sunday morning.
Yes, this is Friday night. So make sure before you walk up to your window, before you log in on your Bovada website or whoever you're playing with, and make sure that you understand. Make sure you see the rosters. If you see a ridiculous line change, just don't check it out. See what it is.
Rafa's giving you a blueprint, but always do your own homework.
Yes.
Always, my dad's calling me. He has no clue what's going on.
He wants more blue chips.
Yes, he needs more blue chips. My dad is what you call not a sharp.
So right now, let's go over real quick the current playoff situation. So Chiefs have the first round bye. We have Bills, Patriots. They sit at the 2 seed and the 7. Bengals, Ravens 3 and 6. Chargers at Jaguars. The way it sits now. NFC Eagles have the bye. Niners would play Seattle. Vikings, Giants. Cowboys, Bucks. So the most likely matchup of those to probably stay the same is probably Bengals, Ravens, and Cowboys, Bucks. Other than that, I think we're going to see a change. So also, if Seattle wins and Detroit beats Green Bay, Seattle will then be in.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
So from what I understand. So
can I get a or do we want to wait for next week? Can I get a Super Bowl matchup right now?
Let's hear it.
I give you a Super Bowl matchup.
Let's hear it.
I'm probably giving you something like that everybody's gonna give you. Niners Chiefs.
Raiders San Francisco?
For me, I lean towards Niners Chiefs right now.
Yeah.
The way both of the teams are playing, but if Green Bay gets in, they're gonna play the Niners, and that to me that's gonna be awesome.
Cecilia said Ravens
dicey.
so she can retire.
Yes.
There you go.
That's
Yes.
gonna be an awesome.
Cecilia
game.
has she has her 401k on the Ravens.
Chiefs, a lot of people. Chiefs own the Bengals. Our Bengals own the Chiefs, and blah blah blah. Bengals are hot. They're the hottest team in the AFC.
Love the Bengals.
Yes.
But if they end up at that 3 seed, they're gonna have to get to the championship game before they would play the Chiefs,
Yeah.
and they'd probably play the Bills the week before. These playoffs are gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
They are.
They're gonna be. We have really really good teams, really good defenses, amazing offenses for handful of
I
teams.
hate to tell you, Rafa, but I agree with your picks, so that doesn't bode well for you.
That's not a good sign.
And by the way, we're picking the Niners with Purdy,
Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant,
Mr.
to
Irrelevant.
getting them there.
Amazing.
And I'll tell you what, if he gets to the Super Bowl, I'm betting the Niners. I'm betting. Look at Odie.
Against your Chiefs.
100%.
Against Mr. Face Mask
Yes.
all up in your
Yes.
nose.
Against Kermit?
If Niners play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I'm taking Odie. His wife's here. She's listening to me. It's
Yes.
out for the world, Betty.
Betty.
If the Niners get to the Super Bowl, I'm taking Odie to Vegas for the game. We're going that weekend.
Yes.
Betty, lock it up.
Uh-oh.
We're taking little Odie too. Fuck it. Don't worry about your dad.
Yes.
We'll send a replacement. Cardboard box Odie.
Betty's betting on the Niners.
She's like, I hope they fucking lose. You're not going anywhere, Odie.
I hope they win.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Betty, we'll go too. You can come too.
Jay, do you have a pick? Let's make our picks right now. Who do you have in the Super Bowl?
You know what?
We'll be updating them as they start getting
know, yeah.
eliminated, guys, by the way.
You know what? I don't have a pick right now.
What?
Oh, wow.
Through two
say that.
randoms?
That's what you call not a sharp.
Well, no, I took probably the what the public is probably
I mean,
thinking.
I that's what I was. I thought that 2
Public
weeks
are a
ago.
lot on the Bills and the Bengals. But
Eddie,
I
Eddie
think
Money,
Chiefs.
where you at?
I was going to say what he said, but I'll try to come up with something different. I'll go Bengals, and I could say maybe, let's say the Eagles, they get Turks back and they rally again.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Odie?
Okay, I actually, for me, the Bengals are that team that's been like under the radar, been winning, right?
Oh, they're on fire.
Yes, and they've been, but that's
Yeah.
we talk about Mahomes, we talk about Josh Allen. That guy's
Look at
quietly
Odie,
going to win
man.
games. The team that we're okay, I think the Niners are going to make it. but
Of course,
I think
Niner fan.
I would be worried if they face like a Minnesota.
Are you kidding?
Yes, because I feel the Niners tend to play down to teams.
Everyone
they'll
plays
whoop,
down to
They'll
Minnesota.
whoop Aaron Rodgers. They'll whoop
Chiefs?
the Cowboys.
You think they whoop Aaron
just
Rodgers?
whip it.
Oh, are you?
That's a bold statement.
Are you kidding me?
That's a bold
Okay,
statement.
Well, how is that bold when it's been proven that
Well, last year it was in horrible weather.
we barely lost to the Rams? I think it was there was some.
There was some shit going on there. There was some shit going on there.
Yeah.
No, the
Bengals Niners though. I think. Bengals,
okay,
Niners.
Bengals,
Bengals,
Niners.
Niners.
You got a big
that's
dog?
that's big shot.
Chiefs. He's a Chiefs fan,
Big
so we got
Josh.
Chiefs. Who's your NFC team? Give me the Niners as well. Oh shit.
You know what? I'm
So you have Chiefs, Eagles.
I'll take Chiefs.
I like that. I like
Chiefs,
that. match.
Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are going to do it.
Why?
Why? But why? I'll be honest with you.
Why?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Eagles lose their first game
There we go.
after the bye.
So
Well,
who's,
okay,
who's
so-
that going to be? Who's that going to
So
be?
if they would play,
They get number one. Let's say.
they get number one. So they would play
The Bucks or the Cowboys?
Bucks or the Cowboys? Bye, Miss America. Bye. You better drive that Chevy to the levee.
Oh my God! So there's no if the Cowboys beat the Eagles.
Oh, I can see it happening
I can
all
see it
day.
happening.
Although the Cowboys defense has been atrocious since they played Green Bay.
Yes.
Micah Parsons was the defensive player of the year. until they played Green Bay.
Yep.
And then from there, it's been a steady decline. And the
Downhill,
defense,
baby.
which I said when we pretty much started this podcast, somewhere like the 4th or 5th episode, Micah Parsons was the reason that front seven was any good.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been terrible. They've struggled. They've struggled against crappy teams since he's been playing terrible.
He went from minus 400 to be defense player to like plus 300 now.
Imagine.
Huge.
That's a huge.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
huge.
huge.
Yeah, who's the favorite is
Bosa.
Bosa, right? Nick.
Yeah.
Mouse.
Yeah, he's
Tapia says Chiefs Cowboys.
Wow.
bro.
The
Tap,
fudge?
what the fuck? His wife's right there, like, you better say Cowboys, Brandon.
Yeah.
You better say it, Buster.
Is he a Cowboy fan? No.
His wife's a Cowboy fan. Brandon's a
Alright.
Raider fan. B-Tap's a Raider fan.
I love you. I didn't know fucking Tapia was a Raider fan.
Tapia's a Raider fan, dude.
Yes.
Everything negative we said about you, we take back.
All
Take
back.
back.
He's so sharp.
You are the sharpest of the sharpies.
Sharp. Ouch.
Yeah.
Let's.
I would say, hold on. I would say Bills, Niners for my pick. Sorry.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Bills
What are you
good.
the Swami?
Yes,
You remember Chris Berman? He'd pick the Bills and the Niners every year.
Every year.
Fucking Bills were 3-13 the season before.
Watch this.
No. I could see it. It wouldn't be a shock.
Ebuck says Chiefs Eagles.
Oh god, Chiefs are dead. Chiefs are
Hold
dead.
on. I got to blow my nose. I got mocos. So
Handle it, brother. Chiefs. If Ebuck's giving us the Chiefs, Chiefs are gone. No, it's always the Chiefs have been there, and we can say Buffalo's creeping. The Bengals own them. They can say or whatever. I'd like to see that game.
AFC's up in the air. Let's be honest. I would think.
They're all up in the air.
You don't think
If the Niners got to play Green Bay,
NFC,
dude.
NFC is a little bit more. I mean, come on. Let's be real. It's a little bit more. You know which way it's going.
I don't know which way any of it is going.
You don't think
Oh,
you don't
I
think Bucks have a chance?
I do, but not to win after the first game.
I don't think.
Put it this way: I think the Cowboys will be favored in Tampa by 3 points. I wouldn't. If the Cowboys are favored in Tampa, I'm betting Tampa no matter what.
Yeah.
Really?
No matter what.
In Tampa.
Does it Tampa on the moon? I will. I don't give a shit. Tampa against the Cowboys.
In
Give me
Bra-
Tom
in
Brady.
Brazil?
Anywhere. You want to play it in Estadio Azteca in Mexico? It doesn't matter.
With Giselle as the defensive coordinator, maybe?
Now there you go.
Special team coach.
So,
There you go.
Besides the Cowboys, do you think Tom Brady's going to have a good playoff?
It's Tom Brady, dude. Do you ever doubt?
So he's going to, no matter
Do
who
we
it was.
ever say anything?
So Tom
Some people
Brady's.
do.
I mean, if you've watched
Michael Brown swears that Tom Brady's done. I agree with him.
And Jacob.
I mean,
I agree with them.
Jacob, thought he was done 8 years ago.
I agree
Yeah.
with them to a certain point.
But if
he wins the first game,
Yeah.
bro, nobody's gonna want to play the second.
If you have watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play this whole season, they play like garbage for 3.5 quarters.
Easy.
right.
Like it's not even the fourth quarter. It's 3.5 quarters, and he's like, "Okay, guys,
Fine.
Fine, I guess.
I guess I got to do this again."
Again, yeah.
Someone
I mean-
give me my cape.
Yes. I mean, it's literally.
He goes and turns into fucking Superman for the last 6 minutes of
did
the
he
football
throw
game.
for 400 this last week?
No, did he? He could have. I don't know.
He threw for
A lot of
threw for
touchdowns.
some
That's a lot.
yards. Like Evans finally showed up.
Bro, don't forget where I saw them decline, that Panthers game where he drops that touchdown on the first drive. They didn't score after
Yeah.
that for like a week and a half.
yeah.
Tom Brady threw for 432 yards.
430. I told you ass. I told you ass.
34 for 45.
Betty.
Wow,
One
what a-
touchdown, 0
How do you like that
interceptions.
pizza? It's the best, right? Shout out to Julio's Pizza in Artesia.
We need them as a sponsor because we buy in every
my
Friday.
God. Every Friday. We keep on spending more and more money because more and more people come to the show, but I love it. Julio's Pizza in Artesia. Tag their ass because
Tag Julio's, do a
That's
little
the-
promo.
it is the best pizza in Southern
They
California.
might start sending us a couple free pies.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
And they're Raider fans.
Are they really?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes. Julio's Pizza.
Just gotta hope they're not car fans.
Pioneer Boulevard in Artesia. If you love a thin crust,
Oh, it's amazing.
it's the thinnest.
It was really good.
It's the best. And when you go there, it's crispy. Here it sits. It's not as crisp, but anyways.
Look at Eddie.
I
You're
love-
like Dave Portnoy.
Papa John.
You're like
Yes.
Papa Juan over here.
One bite. You all know the rules.
We need to start another podcast.
Yeah, pizza
Yes,
review
yes,
podcast with
yes.
Eddie. Listen,
Tapia said we need tacos on Friday.
we do, but
Odie said he can bring the meat. Sponsor.
and Tapio. There you go. Odio sponsor the meat. Tapio sponsor the work.
So listen.
There you go.
Listen, we have a heater here. I've been working in the rain. That explains why my mocos are running all over the place.
Excuses.
So it's been freezing here. I bought a little heater and it shut down the whole set. But we plan on being here in the summer and having a great time. So, we would love to have tacos, Tapia.
Hey, you guys, I'm in 100%.
We would love to have some pastor tacos.
Can we get in a little bit of college football a little bit? Like just past results on how bad USC was on Monday?
I know exactly what I want to talk
was
about.
bad.
I
Let's
know
bring it. You bring it.
exactly what I
Bring
want to
it,
talk
baby.
about. Okay, because if you guys don't know, this show was sort of brought up on we have a group chat, right? It started with my son and some buddies, and it's grown. I think we have 8 or 9 in the group chat.
Yeah.
And we got a text early in the morning from your brother, and it said Marvin Harrison Jr. to USC.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you about fucking lost your shit about
Bro, I was texting in the shower.
5:30 in the
I was in
morning.
the shower I was like, give me my phone.
5:30 in the morning, and Rafa is texting in all capitals. Bro, that shit don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? He's the man at Ohio State. And
I still stand by that shit, by the way.
And-
Although I did see a tweet.
Oh.
I saw a tweet after the Trojans got their nuts kicked in by Utah on December 2nd from Marvin Harrison Jr. He said, let's ball.
what?
That's what he said.
When did that shit come?
What could that mean?
December 2nd. He said it right after the Trojans got their
Listen.
nuts kicked in. Well, I don't know if he was talking about Utah or USC.
Listen.
But he said, let's ball.
Listen, when Zach said it, I'm like, okay, I'm just like
Yeah.
water off a duck's back. But then this guy was almost like, his hair was on fire. He had hair this morning.
Yeah.
It was literally on fire. This is what's going on.
To me, that's an outlandish comment.
Okay.
Like-
So did you
Which
think-
But I saw the tweet. I will say that.
And he saw the tweet. I didn't even know about this
I
tweet.
researched it. I saw the tweet because I Googled it from my phone as Zach wrote that. I said, no, this motherfucker woke up in the morning, bumped his head.
wanted
Okay.
to fuck with you.
He
He
woke
woke up, wanted to fuck with
No,
Rafa.
I think he woke up in the middle of the night. He saw Marvin Harrison Jr. fucking
He's
just in his bed or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then he came up with that, and I'm like, no, he's fucking out of his mind. So then I get to work, I do some work, and I was like, let me look this up. So then I see the tweet.
Okay.
I see the tweet, but to me, I'll tell you, to me, it still doesn't make sense. And Michael, it doesn't make sense to you because I hate USC.
Wait. Why does it not make sense?
Because when you're coming to a school that it already, how many receivers do they have coming in? 1 million.
Yeah.
A bunch of guys.
Agreed.
Rice is coming back, right?
One of them just left. CJ Williams, which was a top 20 receiver, or no, top 10 receiver, top 20 recruit from modern day, he's leaving.
Right.
That was crazy.
Why is he leaving?
Okay, because he might have some inside info.
Because there's not enough footballs to go around for these guys. Rice is coming back, right?
Yes.
Rice
Mario
has-
Williams?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have those two guys that already played with Caleb. There's chemistry there. You're going to bring in a guy who is the best receiver in college football already. He cannot play. I said it. He cannot play this whole season. And next year, he's still the first receiver off
I
the
don't
board.
believe that.
You don't believe that because Mike Williams tried to do it from USC and that didn't fucking pan out.
Exactly.
He was. Don't compare that
You
bum to
gotta
this
play.
dude.
He has to
I
play.
agree. Okay, that's fine. Take that argument off the table.
Okay.
Why would you? And then they have 2 of the top 3 receiving recruits.
Yeah.
Two of the 3 best guys.
Mekhi Lemon, Zach Branch might play. Mekhi Lemon,
But he's still coming in.
There's
so
some-
there's
yes.
3 guys. There's 2 other guys. Plus, I think they picked one up in the transfer portal. Right? They're going to get the number 1 tight end in the country probably.
Yes.
Right? So you're bringing in all of these targets. Why do I want to go there?
Well,
How much money does he need? His dad was Marvin Harrison. He's not some kid. His dad was Marvin Harrison. He didn't
Yeah.
grow up down the street in Hawthorne or Inglewood or in Alabama, Mississippi somewhere.
Yeah.
He didn't grow up in Miami Gardens. Okay? He grew up in Indianapolis with his daddy hanging out and throwing balls with Peyton Manning. That's
Yeah.
why he wears 18. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
well, I'll tell you why.
So
Since
tell
you
me
asked.
why.
Let's hear Eddie's
Since you
why.
asked.
his one excuse is he wants to play with the best quarterback.
Well, okay, that's one. That's
Give
number
me
one.
another one.
That because Ryan Day, which we all said he screwed up. Ryan Day is trying to back off of what he did in that bowl game and says he's not playing. He's not going to be the play caller anymore at Ohio State. So the next guy coming in probably wants to run the ball, which Ohio State should do
Did you see who they're bringing in
as an offensive coordinator.
as their quarterback?
No, who?
The kid from North Dakota.
Carson Wentz?
You'll see. You will see this guy throws the ball all over
Carson
the field.
Wentz? Oh no, the other guy, Trey
Trey
Lance.
Straight land.
The
Yes.
guy, their kid they're bringing
You
in.
can bring Trey
The
Lance.
kid I'm not saying he's Carson Wentz or Trey Lance. The kid he's bringing in is throwing the ball all over the field.
Slinging
That's what
that
he's
rock.
gonna. He slings the rock. He's not gonna sit there and hand it
Why,
off.
if you're the best receiver in the country,
Okay.
why would you not want to have the best quarterback in the country throwing you the ball?
Because he's gonna throw to Rice and Marvin
No,
Williams.
no.
He thinks
no,
he's
no.
gonna come in and
No.
He's not gonna play second fiddle. He played
He
second fiddle
won't,
last
and
year.
he won't play second fiddle.
There's no
Marvin
way.
Harrison will be number one. He will be the number one receiver in the country.
Zach said it's the perfect match.
It is the perfect match.
Oh my god!
It is the
you
perfect
guys
match.
are so reaching. It makes no sense.
It makes okay. So explain to me this. Riddle me this, Batman.
Let me hear it, Alfred.
Derek or Dan Patrick. Who? Dan Patrick is so connected. People connected with Ohio, but connected all over the country. If Dan Patrick says something like, watch this, or I think this might happen,
yeah.
99% of the time it happens because everyone wants to be like, tell Dan Patrick the secrets. Everyone wants to say. Everyone dying to tell, just like they're dying to tell Schefter all the secrets. If Dan Patrick came on today and said, watch Marvin Harrison to USC, and I think it makes sense, and why wouldn't he? That's when I said,
What does
okay.
it what's his benefit?
Well, the weather.
If you're already the number one pick at your position, what does it benefit you?
I'll tell you.
All right, Eddie, go.
I'll tell you why it's a number one benefit, because if he stays at Ohio State and he gets Carson Wentz to come be his quarterback and he struggles, he drops 2 to 8 picks.
Where's he gonna struggle?
If your quarterback
The
sucks,
quarterback,
then you're
I mean.
going to struggle.
Oh.
If your quarterback sucks, if you know, okay, Rafa,
Where was Amon St. Brown drafted?
Rafa,
Or how about Michael Pittman?
And is he getting a different NIL?
Give me the last 3
Oh,
USC.
yeah, does the NIL
Hey,
affect-
Ohio State has plenty of money.
Agreed.
What are the last 3 USC quarterbacks that got drafted? Quick. The kid from Atlanta, right?
Matt Leinart is who I remember.
Drake London,
right?
right? He was drafted from USC,
Pick number 7.
but he was from USC?
Yeah.
Amon St. Brown?
He went second round.
Okay. Michael Pittman?
Receivers.
Pittman also went second round, I believe.
Who was their quarterback?
He actually had good quarterbacks,
Who?
actually. They had Sam Darnold and...
Sam Darnold. Woo! Woo!
Third pick in the draft.
Yeah, sucks.
I'm
Who
not
was
saying-
Drake London's quarterback last year and he was taken 7th this year? Don't give me the quarterback's going to affect your draft capability when USC won 4 games last year.
If Drake London had Caleb Williams,
He would have been 1?
he would have been the first pick in the draft. He would have been Keyshawn Mother effing Johnson.
That dude, nobody does that anymore. Nobody
I'm
does that
telling you,
anymore.
that's what it would have been.
Nobody does that anymore. And
Listen.
if you believe that, you're lying.
Not only if Marvin Harrison comes to SC, not only will he be the number 1 pick in the draft next year, he will be the Heisman Trophy winner because they never give a back-to-back.
Heisman Trophy in USC, huh? As a receiver.
Oh, that's what that doesn't mix, right? Oh,
That is so
Lincoln-
far-fetched.
Yeah, I think so.
That is such a far-fetched comment.
how is that far-fetched? All Lincoln Riley does is make Heisman Trophy winners.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks, that's the thing.
And lose bowl games. That's all he does. Lose bowl games.
No.
Yeah, he does. He has 1 bowl win. He has 1.
But he just got here.
1.
He just got
Listen,
here.
this
He
guy,
just got here. He has
He's
1
He's getting
win.
his recruiting class. He's got the portal coming, all that stuff.
He keeps you guys. Okay.
Okay,
I'm
hold on,
Don't
Rafa.
let me do the TCU thing. Don't let me do the TCU thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't
Your dad's about to lose his shit. right
let
now,
me do
Alfie.
the TCU thing.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, Just bring up USC. Just bring up USC to Rafa, and he loses his shit.
Because you guys are so blinded. You guys are like car fans.
No.
Oh, they
No,
have
no, no,
so
no,
much
no, no,
money,
no.
blah, blah, blah. Eddie tried to tell me that it didn't matter that they lost to Tulane.
It didn't. It didn't matter.
Your quarterback played. The Heisman Trophy winner threw for 5 touchdowns.
That game meant zero.
Okay.
Why were Trojan fans crying?
Unless I never saw one.
I saw like a handful.
I was not crying. It didn't mean 2 shits to me. Didn't mean 2 shits.
I don't understand how you guys are okay with that.
I can see that point though, because USC, it's if you're not in the playoffs.
Because I love the wait, we gotta wait because this is his first year.
Well, I mean,
he had 26 transfer players from the portal. He had the best quarterback and the best receiver transfer to his team. That's okay.
But
Wait,
That wasn't the problem. The offense was amazing.
you're right. You're right. What's the problem?
Defense.
And you're gonna get the number 1 receiver in the country to come to your team, and you can't stop anyone.
But in college-
Way to go, guy.
but in college-
Way to fucking go.
It's not gonna hurt.
You always.
It's not gonna help you. You literally had
Well,
the Heisman.
we need to get defense.
What'd you need to score 50 points to win a fucking game?
Yeah. Yes.
Dude.
Well, in college you do. I guess.
Yes.
No, you don't. Only if you're USC.
Listen.
No, and now they're going to what? The Big Ten or whatever.
No, that's a year
That's
after.
it. That's a year
What's
after.
next year?
I just don't see. Listen, I don't understand why you think it's so crazy.
I think it's crazy because he's already a top pick. It doesn't benefit him any to play with Williams. That's
Yeah,
what I
let's
think.
do that. Let's do that. We're gonna try to
Zach
get a
says
live.
he wants to be here
We're
for the
we're gonna
conversation right now,
we're gonna
so
try
we
to
can
get a
try and
live
get him to
call.
call in.
We're gonna try to get a live call.
That's
in this.
fine.
Get it on the speaker.
So
No, send him my number. 'Cause I'm
Odie.
Is this a first?
this will
Yeah.
be a first.
Live call?
This will be a first. If we're gonna try to do it, this will be a first live call. Zach is at home with his Xbox freaking headphones on, shirtless.
Shirtless
Let
in
me
the
ask you
middle
something.
of his living room.
Let me ask you
Middle of
something.
the kids are trying to stick their fingers in his mouth.
If Caleb Williams was at UCLA and Marvin Harrison was going to come to UCLA,
Okay.
would you be okay with that? Well, does it make
Yeah.
sense? With
Yeah.
all those receivers?
I want to go play. Oh, it's ringing. It's
Eddie's eyes lit up like he
ringing.
saw a fucking, like he walked in the Cayman
It's
winery.
ringing.
Hey,
Okay,
Yeah.
so hold on, Zach. Okay, so this is a breakthrough on this show.
Bro, this is
So
we've
look
been
at-
wanting to do this for a couple weeks.
Betty's right now. She's like, there's no excuse for you to go to.
Yeah, you could call every week. You're
Yes,
never
you
coming to
can
the
call-
show.
You'll never come to the show again. This is our first.
Odie's been banned. You
This
just
is
got
our
Odie banned.
This
Fucking
is,
A.
this is our first live call. We've been asking Eddie money. This machine right here that we have is really expensive and does a lot of tricky dickies.
You should have been. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
Richard Dice says he wants to be the next caller.
Oh, God. Yes, Richard.
okay, so Zach,
yes.
go.
Can we get both of them?
Oh, that's too much.
That's
That's too
something-
much.
Okay,
right.
Zach wants to
Go
speak
ahead,
to
Zach.
Rafa.
Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, Rafa, okay, would it be different if he was going to Alabama?
No, he shouldn't
I
go
bet you would love
anywhere.
that.
He wouldn't go in. He shouldn't go anywhere. Why would you leave? It doesn't make sense. And Eddie's the biggest one.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Eddie's the biggest one that says, "Oh, you should never leave your school. You should write it out."
That's right.
So write it out. Write it
No,
out.
people have short-term memories.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
if he-
exactly.
if
All
he doesn't
Trojans
play-
fans need to have short-term memory.
Preach,
He
Zach.
should go to USC, get the stats,
What stats?
get some money. Oh, he's gonna blow up next year for sure.
He already blew up. He's the best receiver. When the last year when Olave and Wilson,
You know
all
why
those
he
guys
was the
came
best
out-
receiver? Because he had CJ fucking Stroud.
No.
What does
Last
he
year,
have when he has a backup Trey Lance?
I watched the 3 dudes from Ohio State on the pivot with Ryan Clark, and all 3 of them said, by the way, Olave was first round pick. The other kid from the Jets as well.
Garrett
all
Wilson.
3 of them said the best receiver out of our core
I agree, yeah.
was Marvin Harrison Jr. He was already the best cat, dude.
Yeah. Listen, Richard Dice, Zach. Zach. Is Zach still on?
Yes, I'm here.
I played with
How badass does this sound, by the way?
I love it. Oh, this is all. Yeah, I love
You
it.
feel like Dan Patrick right now?
Yes. What, Zach?
Anyone call in now?
Instead of your height and weight, Zach, how many beers have you had, and where are you calling from?
There you
Yes.
I'm calling from Newport Beach at Spaghetti Factory.
go. What? How many beers
How
in?
many beers have you had?
Had 2 Shirley Temples.
Oh, there you go.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. So that's what we'll do. We won't do height and weight.
Oh, when
We'll-
Rich calls it 6'1", 225, 32 beers.
I'll do a 5'9", a light 210.
There you go.
Ah, yes.
We'll ring it.
Okay.
Light.
So Zach, listen,
Yes.
that's the thing though. I do agree he was the best receiver, but you can't. What I was trying to say is, Richard Dice was maybe one of a generational talent and played for Alamany. And no disrespect, because I know there's some Alamany. And Adam Romandi, which is our quarterback, he had a twin brother, super athletic studs. And Adam Romandi did not want to be the quarterback because he said, I'm not a good quarterback. We didn't have a good quarterback. It set back Rich, although he had scholarship offers everywhere. If you're a great receiver and you don't have a good quarterback, you can't be a great receiver.
Can I ask you something?
True.
When was the last time that Ohio State had a bad college quarterback? A bad one? Oh, yeah. You see how you said off because you can't even say it.
No, I want to
remember the names.
say all of them.
No. Bad college quarterback. They play in the playoff every year or every other year. They're in the playoff.
Who was before Fields? Who was before Fields?
Jones,
Wayne Haskins.
Jeez.
Haskins, who won a title, right?
Yeah.
Haskins.
And Jones, he wasn't very good.
They all got to a playoff, Eddie.
Because they're the most talented team in the country.
If you get
Or
to
one or two. They're always one or two the most talented team in the country.
then there you go. Then why don't I want to play with? I'm already on the team.
Listen, if you want to
Top
leave,
guys don't transfer. Show me a top guy that transferred.
if you
But Rafa, it doesn't hurt him to go there.
It doesn't help
Not a
him
negative.
either, but it's not a positive.
Rafa,
not gaining
Addison
anything.
won the Bolitnikoff
He
Award.
played at Pitt, Eddie.
He won the
That's different. He played at
was
Pitt.
the best receiver
and
in
his
the
quarterback
country.
and his quarterback left. And what did Pitt do this year besides beat UCLA? That's it. They were in the top 10 and dropped out, and they were out of the top 25 for most of the season.
MB said the best receiver in the league and a terrible defense. Works for the Raiders.
There you go, MB. So
Yeesh.
MB, get on hold after Richard Dice. So Zach, give your final argument with Rafa. We're gonna have Richard Dice call in after, but go ahead, Zach. I'm gonna pour myself some more camoose.
It's just the perfect fit. He's a great receiver with a great quarterback.
This is
I
not
think it's pretty much common sense.
There's
just-
no way. To me, it doesn't help you gain anything. What are you gaining? Show me what he's gaining. Do you
What does he
really?
gain from staying?
He's
staying.
already there. He's already there. He's going to cement himself as the best Ohio State quarterback ever. That's what he's going to do. He's going to be the best quarterback. I mean, the best receiver ever at Ohio State probably next season. Ohio State doesn't bring in a bum. They don't bring in a turd to play quarterback. They're not USC. They bring in guys that are college good and get them in the top 5 in the top.
Well, maybe he knows something.
Well, that could
Maybe
be.
he knows the next quarterback there.
Maybe
And
he does, but the guy's playing this weekend in Frisco, Texas tomorrow for the championship. So yeah, it's Division 2. Well, now Division 1, but we know what it is.
Yes.
But so he doesn't know the guy. To me, it doesn't make sense. Top guys don't move. Look at the transfer portal. Top guys don't move. The only top kid
Joe
that moved,
Burrow.
he wasn't a top guy. He didn't play at Ohio State. Did he play at Ohio
But
State?
he proved he was a top guy.
He proved he was a top guy, but he didn't play. Guys who play don't move. Guys who play that are top guys, because Fields left Georgia. He never played. Top guys don't move. Look at the guys, everyone who moved in the transfer portal the last 2 seasons. Williams moved because of coach. Addison moved because Pickett left. If Pickett doesn't leave, Addison probably doesn't
Travis
leave. And
Hunter.
He left Dion. You know that.
Travis Hunter.
He left to Dion. He followed Dion, the guy who recruited him. That's the deal.
Oh, you just
So he left with Dion.
okay.
That's it.
Zach.
All right.
We'll revisit it. But I did see the tweet. I will tell you
Zach.
that. I did see it today.
Zach, did you get the manager special with Mazithra cheese and meat sauce?
Did you get the Hardy?
Yes.
Did
Plus
you-
the Hardy.
Did you go Hardy?
Hardy.
Yes, of course, Zach.
Yeah.
Zach, I just want to know, how does it sound? Do you hear us through the mics? Does it sound good?
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Awesome. Look at that.
We just
So clear.
opened a
Fucking break.
whole nother fucking.
You might
shit.
have. Might be bad.
We were gonna
Podcast
finish
is
the show.
history.
We were gonna finish the show at a record time, and now
Boom, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Zach's a pioneer.
Zach is
Zach's
a
a
pioneer. You
pioneer.
are the first caller.
We're gonna call
Yeah.
I
everybody on
think
your
Dana
call.
White's in hold.
Dana White's up next.
You know what, Dana White? You stay on hold. We want to talk. So I have a lot of texts here.
Uh-oh.
People are communicating.
Okay.
And
Thanks for calling in, Zach. By the
thanks
way.
for
Zach.
calling in.
Hey, wait.
Yes.
Okay, Rafa, show respect to USC.
Brother,
Yes.
believe me, I would love for them to be good because business is good when they're good, but you got to win bowl games, buddy. Give me bowl wins.
We do.
Give me a Pac-12
It's gonna
title.
happen.
It's going to happen. I
It's
hope
gonna
so.
happen.
Because if it doesn't happen next year, Lincoln Riley's going
So,
to the NFL. You heard it here
all right,
first.
fellas.
All
Good
right,
night, bud.
Thank you,
En-
Dak.
enjoy
All right.
enjoy your
Enjoy
dinner.
dinner.
Newport
All right.
Beach. This
That's
fucking
a big guy, huh? Newport. I'm in Newport.
Yeah.
No,
So
no big deal. Newport.
No big
this,
deal.
This
Fucking $92 for bowl
This
spaghetti.
next call could be.
Is Richard Dice calling
Well,
in?
hold on. Just, I mean, he's 3 sheets to the wind,
Oh,
and he wants to come on here and blow shit up.
Oh,
What about-
I'm
what about-
okay
is-
with
is
Rich.
Michael Brown available?
Michael, you there?
Does
I-
Rich even know who to call?
Ghostbusters. Listen, Rich is gonna get wild probably.
He's gonna.
I'm
get
gonna take
wild.
some shit. Probably. I'm okay with Rich calling. That's what we're here for. Are you
Yeah.
okay with it?
Okay.
Are you okay
I'm
with it?
okay with it.
I'm all right with it.
who's not okay with it? There's no way that.
Kids,
I
you
love
okay with
Rich.
it?
Yes.
Kids?
Everyone earmuffs.
Richard
Earmuffs.
Dice is my second favorite white person because Michael Brown's my first favorite.
Oh.
Even though he's half Mexican. So technically, Richard Dice is my favorite white person.
You know, Richard Dice has some Puerto Rican in him somewhere.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
Somewhere.
So
he's
somewhere.
really light complexion.
so is Richard Dice? Does he have the phone number?
1 second.
Richard Dice, by the way, University of Arizona.
U
There's
of A.
actually, if you look him up online, by the way, Richard Dice, they say he's the third toughest player to ever play at Arizona.
And
Tougher than
the-
Gronk.
Teddy.
Oh, yeah.
Teddy,
Third.
we're talking about Teddy Bruschi.
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about Gronkowski.
Who are the two ahead of him?
Teddy Bruschi and one
Teddy-
other dude, not Gronk.
Yeah, we're talking.
Rich played with a torn ACL,
Desert
right?
Storm. Desert Storm had Brandon Sanders. I mean, Desert Storm. They were the number one team in the country. They were the number. Sports Illustrated came out. They had a Chris McAllister, best corner
For the Ravens.
for the Ravens. They had.
What a Super
You
Bowl.
guys ready?
Oh,
do
Are,
it.
are we ready? Is Richard Dice? Richard, are you there?
Come on. His wife's like, you're not doing it, Richard.
She has this one right now.
Unknown caller.
There it
Yes,
is.
yes. So, but think about it, Richard.
Richard, are you there?
Jesus Christ, I'm here. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, turn your radio down.
Yeah. Turn your phone down. Turn your phone down, Dice.
I've always wanted to say that. Richard,
What?
turn your radio down.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Are you okay now? Oh, we're getting major feedback. Are you trying to watch us on
Do you have us
YouTube?
on? Do you have us on speaker?
hearing you guys for an hour and a half.
There you
There you
go. Now you sound better. Still turn whatever you're doing. Turn it down.
Hey, man, I'm married. My wife is holding the controls.
So the new tradition is you have to say where you're from and how many beers you've had.
Hold on. Oh, everybody just slow the fuck down. Turn it down. All right. What?
You have to state where you're from, who you are, and how many beers you've had.
I'm El Kukui, and I'm 5 to 15 beers in.
5 to 15.
That's solid.
Standard.
Solid.
Solid.
What are we talking about right now?
We're talking about
I gotta fix the volume.
yeah.
Fuck.
We're talking about your fucking reception in Santa Clarita sucks.
However you're listening to us, turn that lower and then just talk on the phone.
Text him. Text him.
There's something on. Let's talk about a hairline.
Oh,
Literally don't have one.
In progress.
But Rafa is so hung up on what's his name?
Marvin
Harrison Jr.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. He must have lost like $40,000 on this guy. I mean, think about it. I mean, I don't disagree with what he's saying. Like, you're already the number one guy, but like I've told you guys on the thread, it's a brand. Every player is a brand now. I hate it, but I get it. Rafa is smoking a stupid fucking stogie. With absolutely no hair and a lot of money. I got the no hair. I just don't have the money.
Listen,
But honestly, it makes sense. I don't agree with it, but it makes sense. It's why he's not playing for the bowl game, right?
yeah?
We know that. That's fine.
So, like, Marvin Harrison is the best receiver in the country.
Agreed.
Wouldn't it make sense to go to USC to play with the Heisman Trophy winner? Rafa, there's no defense still. Get over it. There's no defense.
There's no defense. So what does it help you to win a national title, SC fans?
No. You guys aren't going to win this national title. It's roll
But you
tide.
should be. You're a fan. You want them to win. Not you, Rich, but Edward.
Of course I do. But I'm not.
No. Here's the deal. It doesn't. I mean, from Rafa's point, I understand it, but the glitz and glamour of Hollywood and USC is Viagra. Like, I get it. Like,
You guys can hear this, huh? Oh,
want
that
to
sucks.
Ohio State has a really successful program. No one cares. Go catch touchdowns in Southern California with all the fake ass fans,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it makes sense. It just makes sense. Like, I would bounce too.
Would you?
He just said it. He would.
I would. Like, I played in Palmdale or Tucson, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
But,
Well, Rich, I hope we can fix this issue because you sound great, but there's a reverb. Like, you have to listen to me twice, which is very annoying. So, also the ghetto bird.
Ghetto bird down.
So, we would.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Try taking it off speaker.
I just did.
Oh, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Now we can hear you.
Oh, no reverb?
No.
Oh
No-
my
no
God,
reverb.
you son of a bitch!
You've
that's-
done it,
no.
Rich.
Okay, so now we can talk to
No.
you like a normal human being.
I understand your point,
I'm
Rich.
here. I'm here.
I understand
I'm
your
here.
point.
Thank
Rafa's
God.
a fucking moron. Everything is personal with him.
100%. I take everything to the heart.
If you have -3 and you lose by 4, Rafa will never talk to you again.
I will 100%. I will fucking hammer you.
That is so
You
fucking
are the
true.
worst person that has ever walked the earth.
As long as you know it.
If Jesus Christ was the over-under was 13 and you hit 14, Rafa will never see the Bible
No,
again.
Rafa had the over under on him raising to the heaven on 3.5, and Jesus Christ did the under, and Rafa's like, no,
I'm done with it.
I love the devil.
I'm done with it.
Hey, truth
Yes.
be told,
Yes,
I subscribed. I don't know how I subscribed.
Yes.
But I subscribed. And the whole time, my wife is like, I don't agree with you being in the middle of these two idiots, but I think it would be good TV.
It would
it'd
be
the
great.
best. Can I say hi to Carolyn?
No.
That's probably really smart. Carolyn, how many beers have you had tonight to deal with your husband?
Eddie, you know what I do. I'm saying, hold on. Here, she's going to talk to you, and then I'll hang up. But no, I'm in it to win it.
Okay.
Let's talk about Zach.
Let's talk about Zach. Let's talk about Zach and his Halo points. Is Carolyn, can I say hello to you, Carolyn?
No, you can't.
Oh. I guess you were serious about that. Okay, Rich. Well,
Hold on.
okay.
My wife is wearing a TLC shirt, and my son is watching. I'm a bad dad.
Does your wife say I don't date any
I'm a
scrubs?
bad dad.
So,
So honestly, the Marvin Harrison thing, I really get what Roth is saying.
yeah, I do
I think a
too.
lot of it is money motivated.
I do too.
No one likes to lose, and apparently, in our text thread, what we all know is that Rafa does not do anything except to win.
Yes.
You know that.
I
He
don't
does
do
nothing
anything.
in
100%.
life but to win.
Fuck yeah.
Like when Rafa takes a shit, he looks at his toilet and be
I
like,
was just gonna say that.
that's a
Rafa
loser
oh
shit.
my
You
God.
gotta shit
I'm
better
the
than that.
winner in
Little
the world.
bitch. He's like, I only have to wipe twice with that shit.
But,
What kind of shit is that?
but I will say, I need to give some respect. Rafa expedited the Stidham jersey, and that's my guy.
Yeah!
That's my guy.
Yeah!
That's my guy.
I don't play no games, baby.
Rafa,
Yeah,
Can I
games
get a
here.
hurry up?
I think we should end Rich's dice call on that.
Thank you, Rich.
Rich, you are
Oh,
the best.
no. One more thing.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that
His,
son of-
his
You know-
wife clicked him.
You know how long he's been doing that? He's been doing that shit to me for 20 years. He's like, hold on, Ed. I gotta say something. And he fucking hangs up on me. For 20 years, that bastard's been doing that shit to me. And I've been like, hello? Hello? I still don't get it. And
gold,
just leave-
Eddie.
and he did it. It was
That was gold.
that.
Yeah.
Rich
Rich is hilarious.
We will do that next week,
Shit.
and we will put that in a clip
I'm excited.
Oh, for sure.
and tag Richard Dice. So, do we have any other callers? Uncle Zero want to call. Michael Brown want to call. The Gucci Mama want to call.
Beck, I know you're in here, you buck.
E-Buck, you want to call?
I'd love to get E-Buck.
Listen, we have 20 more minutes of this show.
So that's the Rich proves a point, I guess you could say, but
Yes.
I still don't see it.
No, yeah,
I don't
no,
see it
no.
happening.
Unknown caller.
That's Rich again.
Unknown caller, I love it.
Hello.
Who this?
Yeah, I'm coming back.
What do you, Richard? You've been
Did I get you?
You got me. Like you get me every time. You always do that shit, and I always fucking Rich. You know who's here? You know who just showed up?
I ain't big man. Who?
El Cacuy over here. Boom,
Kukui?
Boomtown, Boomero, the Colombian Slayer.
The Colombian. Well,
Yeah.
we should do this offline.
I think so. I think so.
Yes. We should probably
sure.
do it. You know, we could.
No. But honestly, I wanted to make a point to Rafa.
Okay.
What an ass.
He did it again.
What an ass.
He
So
did,
in
he
the
hung him.
upcoming weeks, we're going to start covering the NBA.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Tapia is asking about blue chip NBA picks.
So we're not blue chipping any NBA yet.
Not yet.
There's too many guys.
The Lakers have won 4 in a fucking row.
Oh, I love it.
He's
LeBron
clapping.
has-
He's clapping.
Oh.
Don't clap.
Don't clap,
Don't
Odie.
clap.
It's all right, Odie. It's all LeBron.
LeBron has a one-on-one interview with ESPN tonight, I think.
I won't watch that.
Some
Get
people are
outta
saying
here.
he might be requesting a trade.
Yeah, right.
Give me
Who's
a
saying
fucking
that?
break.
I'm just
What the
Is that serious?
fuck?
I hope he
I'm
does.
just reciprocating the information I'm
I hope he
receiving.
does too. Right, Rafa?
Give me all.
For what?
Give me the Cleveland team for.
The only team that he can go to.
It's Cleveland.
No, because you need to match contracts.
Don't say Golden State.
No, I don't. I actually say Philadelphia. And you can trade him for Harden. LeBron with Embiid and Curry and oh man,
And you still
title.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't say that.
Yep.
Don't say that. We're not going to get into LeBron talk. We're going to have a LeBron session when Zach is here.
yeah.
We'll have a
yeah,
full blown.
He's got to be here.
Yeah, no, he's got to be here for that full blown.
Oh, it's you know what I thought today. Like, if we really want to get viewers, we would totally stage a fight between me and you, like. Like a Chris Everett,
Topless?
like just like you say Derek Carr's hot, and I'm like Derek Carr's not hot, and then I jump and choke you out,
And then you guys wrestle back and you fall into the pool.
and then that would definitely get us all the followers.
Oiled up or what?
Probably oiled up. Yeah.
What I wanted
There you
that Derek Carr's not hot clip to be on Instagram if we could get it.
You got it. You got it.
Clip that Derek Carr clip. So we'll cover basketball in the next couple of weeks. We'll get into March Madness also after the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So we'll give you guys.
And we got to talk more college basketball because listen, football gambling is winding down, and the best which I think is the best gambling of all gambling is college basketball.
college basketball is a lot of gambling.
It's 5 nights a week.
Every night. I mean, besides Friday night, that you mostly get the Ivy League and some of those smaller leagues.
You can't even gamble on Ivy League.
No, and you get a Big Ten game on Friday night.
Okay.
No, you can gamble on the Ivy League, fucker.
I tried to do that in Vegas. They're like, we don't do Ivy League.
No,
I think it might have been football.
that was football.
Yeah.
No, college basketball is everywhere. You can get Princeton and Brown and.
Did they reject you because you were too drunk?
I thought I was going up there. Listen,
He wanted to bet Harvard Yale football game.
It was at the South Point. The book was about to close like at 1:00.
Yeah.
And I had a jam. I told Shanae, I'll be back. I'm gonna hit this. I'm like, Princeton over to the Cornell. They're like, he's just looking at me and just shaking his head
like no, bro.
Please don't do it.
We haven't done Ivy League here for 20 years, you jackass.
Yeah, no Ivy League football, but they will do. They'll do
basketball?
100%. Yeah.
All right.
So we'll get into a lot of college basketball. We'll do a March Madness lead up.
Yeah.
Purdue looks like it's the best team in the country right now. UCLA was terrible last night.
UCLA was horrible.
They pulled it off, but they were terrible last night. They were favored by 10.5.
Did you see my lady was in the
Your lady right there?
my lady actually Shanae was in the audience at Pauley Pavilion.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
But other than there was another girl that was really ugly who I never thought was pretty. Jessica Alba was also front and center at the Pauley Pavilion.
Jessica Gross Elba?
Jessica,
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. I pass.
No.
Hard pass.
Oh my God.
I heard her enchiladas are horrible.
Yeah, I heard she can't cook.
Yeah.
Hard pass for me.
Yeah, hard
but
pass.
Arizona, also top team in the country last night, didn't cover. Struggled against Washington at home.
What about Lara Markkinen, who
Laurie Markkinen, who plays on the Jazz.
Oh, yeah. He went off.
Definitely not college, but
Definitely not college anymore.
When I think Markkinen, I think U of A.
Right. No, I understand.
And he had 49 points last night.
For Utah?
Yes.
he went crazy.
Yeah, Kobe
49?
Kobe numbers,
Went
right?
off 49 points.
No, Kobe numbers are 49 points at 37 shot attempts. How many shot attempts did he have?
Yeah.
It matters about the points.
Oh, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Did we bring up Kobe? Right?
Listen, Shanae.
I always say that any guy in the NBA, if you let him shoot 25 shots, he's going to get 25 points.
Odie.
Guaranteed. Doesn't matter who the fuck it is.
Really?
I'm sorry to tell you guys that.
You take
I
the
don't know
good,
who
you take
I
the
know
bad,
you.
you take them both, and
I'm
there
gonna-
you have the facts of life.
I'm gonna
The facts of life.
I'm gonna tell you something who you probably don't know who he is, but Kevin Martin averaged 26 points a game for the Sacramento Kings.
King, right?
Cincinnati?
Kevin Martin, yes.
Cincinnati,
Yeah,
baby.
he was a baller though. Don't. Oh, no.
Nobody knows who he is, and he still scored 26 points a game. When Curry led the league in scoring with 29 or whatever it was,
Or Kobe.
with 49 shots. You know that.
Whatever.
So are we winding it down? Shutting it down?
I guess we're winding it down today. We just opened up a can.
You heard it? You heard Zach call in?
Yeah.
Zach was at Spaghetti Factory.
In Newport Beach.
In Newport Beach, Spaghetti Factory.
He's like, I have 3 white Zinfandels.
I've had a Shirley Temple with a splash of vodka.
He literally
He said 2 Shirley Temples.
admitted that he had
He's like,
two
"Here,
Shirley
I had 2
Temples.
Temples,
I
man."
pounded 2 temples.
Yeah.
like he,
Yeah.
In the parking lot.
He's a good dad.
listen,
He's a good dad.
He's a great
He's
dad.
a great dad.
But even at
You would have called Odie, he'd be like, listen, I've had 2 Long Islands, and I think I've had 2 apple martinis and 3 beers, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I just say something? When Rafa imitates someone, it's the best. Whatever, whoever.
Adam Sandler right there.
I love when he does Derek Carr fans. And the fucking Derek Carr fans. And you got fucking, you love fucking Derek Carr.
I like the Giselle.
Oh, the Giselle. Yes.
Tom, what is going on, Tom?
Yeah, he'll be at the Improv next week. Don't forget to
Comedy
tip
Store.
your waitress.
Thursday night, baby.
So we have this amazing crowd here now. I feel like we should start the show
All over again. All over
right
again.
now.
Fucking start with next week.
That was the
So-
warm up, guys.
You know, I just want to thank everyone. Episode 13.
Thank you, guys.
We did it, and I
By
always
the way, little Odie hasn't got a shutout. Little Odie is a huge fan, by
yeah,
the way.
little Odie, come over here. You got to
Let me
get on the
make
mic.
a shot,
You
little
gotta-
Odie.
Be careful.
Who does he look like from
He
Argentina?
looks like McAllister from
McAllister,
Argentina.
look,
There's
listen,
no way you
listen.
tell me this kid is part Cuban, part Colombian. He looks Argentine. This
Listen.
man just played in the World Cup. Say what's up, bud. Who's your favorite team
In what? Soccer?
in football?
Ooh, Niners.
He's like,
What do you mean,
Niners
ooh,
all day.
Niners? He goes, ooh, and then his dad looks at him, Niners.
Nah, just the
Niner
Niners all
fan?
the way, yeah.
All right, bud. Who just picking the Super Bowl?
That's hard.
No Niners?
Who you picking?
Who's your favorite team? Niners and who? Give me something.
Ooh.
Don't say Alameda
Niners,
Indians.
Niners and Bills.
Niners and Bills. You heard it here first from McAllister.
Yeah, because you know what? You're never going to see my house again now that your mom knows that you can take calls.
Yeah. She's going to be like, Odie, you're never going over
Yeah.
there.
He's like, Mom, I just want to go swimming at Uncle Eddie's house. The bullshit.
degrees outside.
We have a bathtub right here.
I love it.
So I always like to end the show on your last thoughts, Jay. Your last thoughts.
Not, like you said.
By the way, the Raider hat. That's like a Tecmo Bowl Raider hat.
That is. Is that a Los Angeles Raider hat?
It's very Tecmo Bowlish.
That's an LA Raider hat.
Am I getting hate vibes?
No, I like it.
I love it.
No, it's a sweet hat.
It looks like, an
it's
LA Raider hat
Looks
from
like
1986.
It looks like Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah. John Madden wore that
But I
hat.
learned, the can of worms we just opened with the call-in.
Yes.
Great. And I can't wait till next week and future episodes. It's going to be
Yeah.
wild.
And you hate Tesla door handles.
yeah, I do. Yeah, F that, man.
Okay.
Is that a car line at school?
No, it's at the valet.
Oh, it's at a
Oh, yeah,
valet?
it's Valet. Ralph, what are you
Oh,
talking
all
about?
right. Hey, dude, everybody did fucking car line, all right? Like, it's not car line. I work at a valet that's on the side. It's car line.
Yeah, for free. I volunteer. But
That's fine. It's poke and pull. Everybody had the problem.
Yes.
I still struggle with it.
Poke and pull.
Yeah. There you go.
I tried to do it with my wife. She's like, "You're poking and pulling. You still can't open it." Apparently, Elon Musk made my wife. I still can't figure it out. Eddie Money.
I have been wanting to do that call thing for like weeks, and finally we got a chance to do it. Perfect.
All right, so that's. Hey, you
I'm
fucking
excited that Eddie fucking figured it out after 13 weeks of this thing. And that's what I learned today. That Eddie Money can do anything in 13 weeks.
If I can get a
Guarantee it.
see all those buttons down, those are all sound
Our
effects.
next step is going to be sound effects.
effects,
You know, the
yes.
little... Do
Oh
something.
yeah, we
Yes.
can get you a fake bell.
I want you to just fucking press a button. Like
Yes.
I go like that. Like I go, hey Eddie.
Yes.
And then you fucking start just bing, bing, something like that, bud. Come on.
Yes, I had a great time tonight. I want to thank your family for all showing it. Jocelyn, all the way from freaking Wyoming.
Great Falls, Montana.
Great Falls, Montana. That's freaking crazy, man.
That's far.
We have Big John, who's going to be here again,
Big John.
right? We have everyone here. I just love you all. This was my vision when this show, I wanted to have like 40 people here every Friday night and me get totally drunk.
It's happening.
It's
There's not
happening.
40 people here, but you're definitely getting drunk.
Yes.
We got another 10 online. Still got another 10 online.
We have
There you go.
another 10 online watching right now. Do you want me to see my nipples or what? Anything for another.
We just dropped down to 3.
Everybody's just shut the laptops off.
Everyone
They turned
threw
off
their
the room.
laptops in the pool.
Michael Brown's like, Grandpa went to bed.
Yes.
Threw the phone across the room.
Yes, but I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for watching Two Nobodies with Mike, episode 13.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.
Puro pare!
You're empty, guys.
Puro pare! Oh,